What's up, people? WRESTHINGS Mandem here, letting you guys know we now have YouTube channel membership live on the channel. Any video you click on the main profile, you will see a join button. So make sure you join, sign up. There are 2 different tiers and there's all kinds of different perks all over these tiers, yeah? Again, WRESTHINGS now has channel membership. Sign up and support the Mandem.
Yo, what's happening, people? You're listening to the WRESTHINGS podcast, the Kenny Omega approved podcast. If you like what you're hearing, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And yeah, you already know this podcast is by the Mandem, for the Mandem. Bow!
Under 60. 160. 160.
You had sweet potato.
Mate, so fucking knows 160.
You doing 160?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
That's crazy. I love that.
We've got a big special guest in the building.
Yes.
Make some fucking noise for Dave.
Come on. Man being humble, is that me? Bro.
Special. Come on.
This is the guy that come on, man.
From the hug to the seat.
Trust me, from hug to the seat. Chair. Big up, Dave, man.
Thank you for having me, boys. Thank you very much. Listen, I got to explain actually. So, the last 2 weeks, you boys have had Krispy Kremes brought to your table, and then you had samosas brought to your table.
Yeah.
So I thought I can't come empty-handed. So I brought you a box of wings.
Woo, yeah!
Make some noise for the wings.
I figured you can't go wrong with Bossman wings, so there we go.
We've come a long way, man.
From
Harry Bowles to wings.
We didn't even have snacks at the beginning.
We didn't even have
snacks at the
It's not
beginning.
Christmas, you ain't got to wait.
Guests, whoever's coming on next week. I don't know who.
Everything
Listen.
double.
Oh, what's Zaya coming on?
Double.
Yeah, Zaya's coming on still.
You need to bring something.
Yo, big man. You know you owe me one, innit? You know what I mean?
Oh, there's bears. These are seasoned well.
I got this from whoever was closest, so I don't even know if they're good. Let's hope they're good.
Let's see them still. Bang.
Yeah, Lloyd, test the product. Test the product.
Yeah, do
So
the
that's
chicken
it.
connoisseurs.
Let's go.
Flats or
Mukbang.
chopsticks?
Mukbang. Bang in the muck.
I said the crunch. Look at the crunch on there.
What's the verdict?
Okay, cool.
Is it bussing?
It's naturally, but there used to be more seasoning in the batter.
Is it bussing?
It's nice though.
So it's bussing.
It smells nice though. Hold on. It's not busting. It could be though.
Number one.
Make some noise for the wings, anyways.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you, Dave.
Appreciate you, Dave,
I
man.
feel like I'm grateful, fam. Thank you very much, man. Thank you, bro. Hey, Dave. Hey, I was gonna talk to you, yeah. You see we went 2K? Yeah. Bro, you see the snacks they gave us? That was amazing, bro. The chocolates.
What, you got chocolate?
Wait, did you see it?
You didn't see the snacks?
Hang on, whoa, I just need to have a call out to Tom and Josh then. Where were the snacks?
It was on the table.
It was on the table, yeah.
Right in front of you.
Oh, what? Right when we went into the room.
The selection
Yeah,
was...
but I was, when you're being a little bit too polite, I didn't want
Fuck the
to.
politeness, man. I'm here.
I asked for a coffee and I thought I'll just stick to that. So I didn't start delving in. Was it good?
Bro, they had like vegan snacks, normal snacks. They had Kinder Bueno in abundance, man.
Oh. Wow.
They had like what else? They had some
Shout out to 2K.
Make some noise for 2K.
Bro,
Every single time.
Big up 2K for having a Mandem.
Yeah, I think that's the second time I met you guys though.
Yeah.
I met you guys back at the WrestleMania watch, which was also 2K as well.
Yeah.
The watch along event. In fact, I think the first time properly that I met you was, they did a tournament on the game at the event.
Yeah.
I'm not good at the game. Anyone that's seen me stream
I
on
remember you
Twitch
saying.
knows that.
I remember you saying.
But I somehow got to the final against 2 of you.
Gem.
And it was one, I'm also not competitive when it comes to games. That game went like 10-15 minutes and I was sitting there thinking, someone has to win here. Because there's 3 people, so everyone just kept kicking out. And in the end, I was battered, gone. I can't remember who got the win in the end.
Gem one, yeah.
Fair play. It was a good night. I also managed to get home before WrestleMania started.
Oh really?
Oh, you left.
I was in bed, set up, ready to go, man.
I think we got the first match. I think it was the Usos were on first. We got that first match. So.
Yeah, we stayed for the first 2 matches.
Yeah. That's amazing, man. It's lovely to have you here, man. Honestly, thank you for the opportunity once again.
Come on, man.
Obviously, let the man know what you're about. You got an amazing show on Snapchat as well. I'm gonna plug that.
Yeah, so I'm Dave. Nice to meet everyone.
Make some noise for Dave.
I have a show on Snapchat called VYB. Not the VYB that people know for wrestling stuff. Those guys
Not Brandon Collins in them, man.
Yeah, those guys are killing it. Me and my boy Sav, we just kind of talk about weird stories across the internet. Any kind of stuff you send in your WhatsApp group with you and your boys. That's the kind of stuff we talk about. But been doing it for a few years now. Used to YouTube with Sav and a few of the boys as well. Then we kind of moved over to Snapchat during COVID. I've been a wrestling fan all my life, but I'd never done wrestling content until literally probably the last 3 months when I figured might as well start doing some stuff on the side. So I started doing some TikToks myself, Horner_DM if you want to find that. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. And then obviously I know through work some of the guys at 2K who invite me along to a couple of events as well. I met you boys, and the rest is history. So that's me in a nutshell.
Amazing.
Honestly, man, like you're killing it yourself. Like you check your subscribers. You go on your Instagram, obviously the channel and Snapchat. That's not easy to get, you know. You got to go through a whole application and stuff, innit? You got to meet them.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. So we had like a full pitching process where we had to kind of we had to do a pilot episode to pitch to them, and it was right at the time where the story come out about allegedly at this point, Megan Thee Stallion being shot in the foot. So we picked that story because we figured if they say yes to this kind of means we can do stories that walk the line a bit and they'll be happy with it, and they love the show. So a lot of it's just, you know, me and Sav have been boys for, weirdly, this year is our 10-year anniversary.
Crazy.
Oh shit, make some noise for 10 years, man. Valentine's is not always just about, you know, your missus.
Valentine's.
Valentine's. Palentine's, isn't it?
We already said we might do a little meal or something. Just I think it's September.
I love that.
So my missus will have to stay at home for the night. But yeah, so we just talk nonsense between the two of us, but it's good. He's a closet wrestling fan as well. So one of these days I'll bring him along to an event because you don't get those people that say I don't watch it, and then you start talking, you're like, you know far too much for someone else.
Yeah. Drag them out of the closet.
Yeah.
Big up Sav though.
Make some noise for South, man.
Good boy.
Big up, Sav, man.
What about you boys? 160 episodes.
Oh, I don't even know how we got here. I don't even know how we even got the YouTube membership.
My head hurts.
Segway! YouTube membership. I've seen a lot of people, like, you know, obviously this is what thing. You want to, you know, see more content from us. But we're giving you as much content as possible now. If you guys want to be seeing shit early, if you guys want to talk to us on Discord is an amazing app. I didn't really deep how sick Discord was. Big up Dell for sorting out the Discord, because that Discord looks expensive. Honestly, if you check out Discord, it looks expensive.
This one is nice British Greek Discord.
Whoa,
Trust me. Harrod's Discord, fam.
What's the Highgate? You know Highgate, where the house is? Where Fabregas and the man used to live. Hector Bellerin and that. It's proper nice, man. So guys, join us, man. Join the Mandem. Pay £2 a month. You get as much content as possible. You see the likes of Sam starting a new series very soon. Sam on the street. I don't even, what's the name we're going to call it? Wrestling people for now.
There's a couple of names being
There's so many names that's
still
been thrown around. So that content's going to be on there. NK probably have a show there soon. Laps will have a show there soon. I might even have a show there soon. Like, guys, invest in us and we'll give you the love. We'll give you what you need in it. You know what I mean?
You guys are killing, man. The content's quality.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
It's all of it's wicked.
Bro, Restorated Death, that last episode, bro, that was very, very good.
Yeah,
The
really
MMA
well
one.
done, man.
Yeah, the MMA one was cold.
Well done, bro.
It's the level of education.
The knowledge that
Yeah,
Iman was
yeah,
saying.
yeah,
The knowledge
yeah,
this is
Nah, there was
something
even
Iman was
people who don't watch like aren't interesting that they were telling me like it was informative.
I didn't even know you knew that much. And what's like on the day? Do you know I put the concentrate?
Like they will say, I watch wrestling.
Younger knowledge of day one.
I watch wrestling, man.
I had to, obviously on the day, me and Mex is doing timekeeping. I'm also doing a sound and also camera in it. So I'm not really deep in what these men are saying. You see it? So when I'm editing it now, and he's saying certain things, the one that spun me the most was the Inoki one, when he said Inoki called himself the king of sport, and that's the name he gave to New Japan.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
It still says it on the logo.
Still says it on the logo.
And bear in mind, like, even when we was all planning the show, me and Knowledge actually didn't have anything set in stone until like the day before.
You didn't, yeah.
We
You
didn't
yeah.
research nothing. Like, it's literally we spoke about all the different things we can speak about, and then we narrowed it down to like those 4 things because there was other things we wanted to talk about. I think we wanted to do an episode on Bill Watts, but I think he didn't want to glorify Bill Watts that much because obviously Bill Watts is racist. So yeah, it was literally on the day before we just said, yeah, these are the 4. I said, cool. Let's wing it. I was nervous. In my head, I was thinking,
You done a good job.
I know a lot, but do I know as much as I think I need to know for the show? But other than that,
You were saying, was it for GR Akiyama? What's it? Akiyama?
yeah.
Akiyama, the bro. That guy's. I saw that fight he had with what's his name again? Dan Fry.
Don Fry.
Don Fry.
Don
Bro,
Fry, yeah,
that
yeah.
match was fucking disgusting.
The 2000s Pride stuff is crazy, man.
What can we expect? What's next coming? What's coming up?
I mean, do you want us to say? Or just, I mean, if you
I don't know,
subscribe,
You get it early.
If you join the membership, you'll see the other ones we got coming up. But in terms of like future seasons, me and Knowledge have got so much to talk about, man. There's so much in wrestling that we can delve into. It's almost like what hasn't been covered.
Yeah.
So I think that's more so what we're looking into now, like cool. A lot of this stuff has been covered, but what other stuff haven't been covered that we feel like people will be interested in? Because I think that's what the issue was. It's like, will people really be interested in a lot of this stuff? But then now seeing the reception people have been giving them, it's like, okay, cool. It's incredible. We can just take it anywhere.
See it for yourself. Invasion era that people already know about. How many views did I get in a day?
Yeah, crazy, isn't it?
You see it? It's crazy.
Yeah, so big up knowledge, man. Every single time, man. It's the big bro. So yeah. You let us know as well what you guys want us to talk about.
Nah, they
you know
can't
what I
let us
mean?
know. They have to join the Discord, bro.
Yeah, join the Discord that you can let us know.
It's
Discord is
peak.
popping.
It's peak for everyone. Everyone's gonna think, bro. Everyone's gonna think, oh, you man are big time. We're not big time. We are big time. I'll tell you that. We're big time, baby.
You know what's so mad? Even a friend of mine was like, I'm trying to check your videos, but I can't find nothing. I was like, okay.
Yeah, you got.
I'm not catching.
I did the voice go high.
Sorry.
Sorry.
You got a friend that's good at
You have to bang him, I can't lie. You actually have to bang him. You have to bang him.
What are you saying? What are you saying?
I just asked why does the voice go high then?
Sweet potatoes. We can start today. Yeah.
I told me this is what we're done that intro.
Intro time.
Go ahead, why are you acting humble,
There's
man?
enough feet to the left of me. I got.
When I say go up, you say daddy. Go up.
Daddy.
Go up.
Daddy.
It's a strong star rating, leg drop hating, big back robbing, stroker loving, son of a gun. It's your boy Doughboy, aka Swody Lee, aka Swody Lee, aka Swody Lee, aka Swave Wyatt, aka John Strowman, aka Shinsuke Nakamura, aka the Puro Papi, aka fuck not this guy, aka I'm not gonna lie, God forgive me if I bust my nine. To the left of me we got
It's your boy Sam Blacks.
no. Because
I know Mandem are ready.
Don't do that. Intro.
It's your boy Sam Blacks, Mr. Controversial, Underdone, Fisher Top 5, Dead or Alive, Big Man. Get me happy birthday to Big Vis today. Mr. 150 million %, Mr. Hot Takes, Nikki Bella's baby boy. That's right. Immediately, we're here, man.
Sammy boy!
You man are trying to catch me. You man are really trying to catch me. I swear that you man are trying to catch me.
You forgot one more still. Your girlfriend's in trouble, Sam Blacks is in the room. Your girlfriend's in trouble, Sam Blacks is in the room.
Do you know, I knew you lot had a clip.
Do you see why I just said Sam Blacks and just said the next person? Because I'm getting catched.
Sammy boy.
I forgot about the Sammy boy as well.
You man are finished.
Yo,
You should have unloaded the camera with the blue bag.
You man are finished me. You man are finished me.
Sammy with the blue.
You think she won't watch it? You think she's not? You man are
That's what you call support.
No, it's calm. It's calm. You man are
finished.
finished me though. You lot are finished me.
I love that for you, sir.
Support.
Yeah, it's calm. It's calm.
What's up, people? My name's Mex. I'm a wrestling fan, wrestling enthusiast, a WrestleMania, and you're tuned into another episode of the WRESTHINGS podcast. To the left of me, we have.
To skank it.
We got the main event liver,
Champagne sipper,
big back driller,
Driller,
babyface
killer.
It's your boy Laps back in the room on the WRESTHINGS podcast. To my left, we got
Everyone, bring your flashlights. Bring your flashlights.
what the fuck?
Yeah. It's gotta be done.
Oh my days. Yo, people, it's your boy.
I want to see to be sour. I'm from then. CEO at the TDM. We're in the building. Get me?
You just got louder than just got louder than in the building. Oh, fuck. Yo, guys, I think I'll talk to you guys already about this. Actually, I want to talk about a specific thing, like in general, that I saw today on the timeline. One, but this thing I want to talk about first. Obviously, we're entering WrestleMania season. WWE are really putting on a great show right now. The product is proper interesting right now. There's so much stuff happening in WWE right now to the point where, like, you can literally tune in randomly and enjoy something. Judgment Day are cooking. Yeah. Bloodline are cooking. That whole division of like Intercontinental USA Championship is cooking. Like, we're entering exciting times. I just hope that it continues on after Mania. When I was in the car with Mex today, big up Mex, obviously linked up, came down there together today. We mentioned something that we saw, which is different in AEW that WWE have been doing better on. I feel like AW now feels like I'm watching UFC.
The E.
As in the sense where it's like
I think people just
every single, when I watch, for example, I watch AW, there's more wrestling than it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing, but I prefer it. I like my wrestling with a bit of let's start off the show with a segment.
Segments and yeah.
Because I remember CM Punk used to do it back in the day.
Right.
When CM Punk was at AW, we come in the segment, he sit in the middle of the ring, say stuff. But I feel like we're missing that. It's a straight match. Blade, let's move next match. Tag team match. Blade, it's next match. Next match.
There's not that much Blade in the like.
No, but the thing is, I feel like
To catch the blood this week.
wait. But I think as WWE fans, yeah, people are automatically conditioned for it to automatically go into segments when the show starts.
No, but
It's the truth.
It's the truth, though.
For God knows how many years has WWE Raw started or
truth.
SmackDown started with only just a segment, then it'll go into matches.
But okay, even if there was a match after, I feel like there's no entertainment in AEW right now. It's not entertaining enough.
when has there really been entertainment?
Before,
No, there
man,
has been,
There has been, man.
I think
when CM Punk used to do that whole talk in the middle of the ring, he's talking to someone and saying, calling that Hangman, that was entertaining.
And what else?
We said this last year, yeah?
I'll just ask that, but no,
We
it's
said
fine.
this last year.
It's fine.
It's this particular period between Full Gear in November and Revolution in February, which is a long stretch for them to fill. And it's like, okay, for instance, we probably can see a couple feuds that are gonna go the mile, like the Daniel Bryan stuff with MJF.
I don't find
like,
that interesting.
They have to stretch that out because obviously Danielson, is gonna be the competitor at Revolution. So it's a bit harder to tell the stories and to kind of keep it interesting, should I say, to that distance of time in between the two pay-per-views.
Bro, I can't lie to you. I'm not invested, bro. I've tried like 3 weeks in a row now to watch AW. I'll get loaded up on the beep, and after I watch it, and I'm like, bro, this is not hitting, fam. It's not hitting.
You know the thing I've said about AW?
I've tried, bro.
The thing I've said is, how long can you keep this momentum up?
No, there's momentum. No, don't get
No. Do you know what it is? And it's fine that it's going down right now because it happens with every company. You go through your fucking shit stage. And you know what? Fuck it. You hear it live. I hope they do come back. And I hope they do, become lit again.
No, look.
Like everyone's been saying, everyone's been saying this shit. Come on, let's be real.
Nobody's been saying this.
So everyone's been saying it's good then still.
I think
I've been enjoying, but I find that wrestling anyways, like, you always have stuff that you enjoy. And stuff you don't
I've been
enjoy.
enjoying it because the thing is, every week, the stuff I've been enjoying the most, is obviously the Danielson matches for me. And I think that's the difference in fandoms because I feel like the old boy said, I feel like with WWE fans, like people who traditionally watch WWE, and even big up the person who was here last week, but even he was saying about like entertainment versus like the wrestling thing. The thing about AEW as an alternative product, the hardcore AEW fan look for something completely different to the hardcore WWE fan. Yeah. Because even when we discuss what we like in wrestling, right? You're somebody who's about a spectacle presentation. Me, I'm a banger badizio. And the thing is, that's the thing I love. And the thing is, if you look at the hardcore AEW fan, what are people talking about week to week? Bro, Danielson and Takeshita, Danielson and Roosh. But like those are the things that the AEW fan base are loving right now. Don't get it twisted. I do think there's a space for both, and I feel like AEW at its best was at its best when you had this and that. But at its core, AEW's always gonna be that.
Show. Yeah.
That is all.
That's the indie show then.
No, but Nafi, where did AEW come from? Where did it come from?
Let's not make this stupid indie excuse.
I get that, but bro,
I can't lie. I get it though.
You are on TV now. So
Yes.
No, I was going to say that. I think, to your point, I think they've got that gap at the minute, right, between big shows. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think what's helped them in the past when they've had that, which this way I might be wrong, but I don't think they've had recently, is shows like
the TV
Winter
specials,
is Coming, or Grand Slam, or whether it was at the beach.
But
these sub-shows.
Those regular TV programming, but they build to it where you can almost have a mini pay-per-view. And I think what we're missing is like the MJF thing with Danielson is it's very good, but because it's so drawn out. It's like we need almost a secondary storyline that's just hovering under that can have a big match.
And that's where I will say this. People and the reason the storylines we've gravitated to a lot in AEW have involved like people like the Elite, people like Park, and I feel like the best storytellers in AEW aren't being utilized to their full potential. I feel like people like the Elite having random trios matches. It was fun with Death Triangle, but at a certain point, tell stories with these guys. Like let's do, and I feel like
I feel like another compelling thing that was on AW, obviously they're gonna go back to it. They're gonna say it for Revolution, but the Moxley and Hangman stuff was compelling to me. I very much enjoyed. I loved them. Those matches were sick, and I loved the simple story that they told. I feel like more of that needs to be on the show, because I feel like that Moxley and Hangman, obviously they're saving that for Revolution, but now you've left the void there. But for me personally, as an AEW fan, the product I see, but like the hottest the product was obviously summer 2021. That was just a crazy period of time. But that was obviously carried by the Kenny Omega and Hangman feud. But even at its core, at bare minimum, at its core, when AW first started, even the days where Mandem did it.
Entertainment, by the way.
What?
Kenny Omega and Hangman. Entertainment.
It was a good story.
It was a good.
When Kenny Omega was coming to the ring with the 2 titles and him having that dark beard and bro, entertainment.
It was entertaining.
Promos.
No, but
it was
promos.
it was nice. It was nice to look at
vignettes.
Kenny with bare belts. Yeah.
No, but it's not even that alone. But it's like promos. You're saying stuff for the vignettes. That's what I want. I don't want, like, obviously cool. I'm watching wrestling on TV. If I wanted to just see Mandem scrap every single moment, that's what I'm saying. I'll go watch UFC because there's no story to that unless you get to the main event where there's Israel Adesanya.
But they do build a story though.
Yeah, but that's for the main event.
Yeah.
For the main event.
It's like a vlog.
Like, just at least like. I don't know. It's
no, but
TV, bro.
But the thing is,
It's TV,
but the
bro.
thing is, I don't like the binary that's being presented that people can't just enjoy the matches for the sake of the matches.
No, I'm not saying that. Enjoy what you want, but for me right now, I'm not enjoying AEW.
Okay. What I can say.
Boring, bro.
What I can say.
missing from the product then.
I've already said it. Entertainment.
What I can say, because I don't watch AEW, so what I can say from a WWE standpoint.
So if you're not watching it, what are you gonna say?
No, I'm gonna say why I feel. What I like WWE, and maybe someone can kind of just.
We probably agree. Meet in the middle. Yeah,
I just feel it's just WWE for me is definitely more entertaining. There's more to see for me. I don't know. I can't compare. There's more for me, in the sense of there's so much going on. There's so much going on.
But right now, WWE's
There's so hot.
It's WrestleMania.
We cannot negate from the fact
that
that WrestleMania season is the most watched and most entertaining
season in WWE.
That's
In the
why I said-
period.
that's
every
why-
year.
that's
We
why-
cannot.
that's why
I feel like Survivor Series is lit as well though. I feel like Survivor heading up to Survivor Series is always lit. But
How many podcasts have you complained about Survivor Series?
I feel like that's for a lot of years though. But maybe not as of recent.
The best 2 Survivor Series of my recent memory is this year, obviously because of the bloodline, and then before that the NXT invasion.
The NXT invasion.
But that was years, and then
outside of them,
outside of them
the
too,
whole brand warfare thing
it's
was
shit.
never-
Nonsense. Yeah.
It's nonsense. And
Yeah,
I
they
feel like,
dragged it. They dragged it.
and I feel like obviously though, this is always like WrestleMania season has usually always been hot, and obviously that's not to diminish what they're doing now, because I feel like what they're doing now, no, not. Because what they're doing now with the Cody stuff with Sammy is amazing. I thought this is the best build to WrestleMania we've seen in a long time. Yes. But WrestleMania season is always hot. It's always hot.
So last year when we had the WrestleMania thing that we had last year, obviously the Stone Cold, bro, AEW was fun then. I didn't complain about AEW then.
What was happening in them times?
That was like when wasn't it
that was Daniel
Punk and
MJF.
Punk and MJF.
That was good. That
The whole chain match.
Yeah.
I was enjoying that shit. That shit was fun.
Yeah, and that's what we're saying. There's just no. I don't think there's no.
And even if that
there's nothing to that level of storytelling happening right now.
but even-
It's not that they're incapable of it. It's
regardless
just
of
not
there's
happening.
like there's no sort of thing where it's like man are coming to the ring and they're cutting like I need that back.
The thing is, I think is at the moment, really
Okay.
and truly, AEW is just being reliant on this whole MJF and Daniel Bryan
And it's
thing.
dead, bro.
And I think
There's
that's
no real
I think-
other stories that are happening
I think-
around it, which is a bit like.
That's the other issue that we were mentioning, because MGF has done this thing of you have to go through X amount of people, these kind of trials before you
done
get
that
to me.
before, yeah.
with
He's done it like
Jericho,
3-4 times.
with- It's so many
Yeah, with
guys.
Cody with the
So I
matches
think
and
like
all,
it's not
yeah.
to say that this isn't interesting. Daniel Bryan's putting on some great matches, but the crowd are probably tiring and questioning his run because they've seen this before, and yeah. it's
And
just
ultimately,
not
we know
really-
that Bryan is going to win all these matches.
Yeah.
Like the matches have been good,
Yeah.
but in isolation, this story has been very, very boring. I'll be very
are
real.
we saying that AEW is starting to become predictable now?
It's not a case.
I'll be real. AEW's been predictable. Let's be honest.
The thing is,
From the beginning of AEW, we were able to predict the first 4 champions. Come on, man, it's been predictable.
But I feel maybe with AEW at a certain point of time, there was that one stable that did run everything, which was the Elite. And if after the Elite, there's no one else, and I feel like that's what's happening with WWE. The Bloodline's on top right now. And the power of the Bloodline has affected the landscape of WWE. And I feel maybe because the Elite had that effect, it affected everything in AEW.
yeah.
Because that's not happening now, it's not. And I feel, I feel that's always happened through wrestling history.
Blacks has
Through
got a
every
point
stadium,
with that because
every
if you
stadium.
look at the hottest period with AEW, right, was the Hangman storyline. That was Elite focused. Do you
see my point?
It was Elite focus. Like they were the Young Bucks were running the tag team division. That's the best the tag team division ever looked when the Bucks were champ. Kenny Omega as champ is the best champion they've ever had. Best champion they've ever had. Kenny Omega and Hangman is probably the best long term feud they've
with wrestling,
ever had.
There has to be a superstar on top, but they need to have he needs to have his gang with
So
him.
like you were
That's what I
saying
feel.
before, they just need to get the right storytellers back in the right stories.
And I also when Jericho's on form, AEW's a lot better.
Jericho's entertaining. That's what I can't lie.
And if you think
No, Jericho's not entertaining now for me. I don't like this Ricky Stark shit. It's bullshit.
The Jericho Appreciation Society has not hit in the way his previous stuff has.
No.
And when
I think it's been alright.
I think it has, but it's just plateaued.
It's plateaued. Yeah, it's reached this peak.
The Inner Circle.
The Inner Circle.
When the Inner Circle was first happening, you had that championship level story, and his story, one under that, felt important. It felt interesting.
Yeah.
So they had more going. Whereas to your point, now it's kind of MJF and Danielson
And nothing else.
I guess Moxley, Hangman, but that's been stop-start.
Yeah, that's been very stop-start. Yeah, and I feel like what we need to do going forward, I feel like we need to get back to this. I feel like AEW, like obviously the story between the Elite saga always continues in terms of like Hangman, Omega, and I remember at All Out, they were teasing like they had the tease between Hangman and Omega during the trios match. I feel like go back to that story. Let's see what Adam Cole does. But I do agree that like storyline wise, it's not at its peak. But with the matches alone, I am satisfied. I wouldn't say I'm over the moon, but I can watch AEW and be like, that was a good show. I'm satisfied. I'm not like, do you know what I'm saying? It's not at its peak. It's not at its peak. But I can still go back and appreciate certain things because at the end of the day, the things I prioritize in wrestling, I prioritize good storylines leading to great matches. That's but at the end of the day, because for me, it's like, and you might know me, I'm somebody, I could watch a match, zero context, watch the match. Of course, we're on TV, so you have to retain an audience, but if you put on a good match, that's always going to hold me over a lot of things. That's the things I prioritize. If you put a gun to my head and said, pick one or the other, I'm picking the match. Obviously, we're on television, so you have to do both. And I'm not excusing AEW for not doing for lacking in one. But the thing I prioritize the most is what they're fulfilling. That's why I can watch every week.
So you just like flippy flappy. I hit you
No,
in the
no,
face.
no,
hit me
no,
in the face.
no, no, no.
No emotion in the match.
So-
no emotion in the match. I'll just spray into
So wait.
Little suplex.
Wait.
What a snap suplex. No, I'm just saying. I know, but you know me. I am the prick that will argue. You know me. I'm just that guy. I will do
So
it.
Blacks, in the context of a match,
And I like those little spars anyway.
in the context of a match, can a story not be told in ring?
Of course it can. Okay, that's what I just wanted to ask.
Can a story not be told in ring?
That's what I just wanted to
I
ask.
mean, but okay, story. Okay.
You can tell it. You
tell a story in the ring.
You can tell a story in the ring.
That's what I said. Yeah,
You can absolutely tell a story
But
in
it
the
needs
ring.
to follow up though from what's happening.
I think the general consensus is that it's a lull period for AEW.
Yeah.
It's not like it's gone downhill. It's just a lull period, and
I think-
obviously it's being compared with WWE, which is
At their
on the
peak.
road to WrestleMania at their peak.
Because
So, I mean,
it was like,
That's the biggest thing as well.
and it's
Yeah.
like,
But
it's
don't you
like,
think that WWE were already building that up
But
from
the thing
Survivor
is,
Series
it's
though?
one thing to say WWE on the road to WrestleMania. It's the other thing is to say they are doing the best storytelling they've
Ever done.
in a very
Yeah.
long time.
Yeah.
When everyone was watching Who Shot Phil on EastEnders, people weren't,
Old
talking
school.
about Coronation Street. Do you know what I mean? Like,
It was a bang. Oh,
Coronation
yeah.
Street was probably still good.
that was
Yeah.
But because of how good that was,
Yeah.
you kind of by default, I feel like people are kind of expecting a lot of AEW at the moment because WWE is so strong.
Yeah.
The interesting thing about WWE as well is, and I don't think this was the case about a month ago, but the other stories outside of the bloodline are
hitting as
starting
well.
to pick. They're
Yeah.
starting to
Everyone
pick.
in WWE, well, minus Ali, everyone feels important. Everyone in WWE feels important at this moment in time.
He had a match on Raw because Bronson Reed.
Yeah, but he got smoked. But everyone, I feel like everyone feels important in WWE at this moment. From all the women with the build towards the Elimination Chamber, from Bronson Reed, from Johnny Gargano, Seth, like everybody, no matter what, it doesn't matter where you put them in the pecking order. I feel like, cool, whoever beats the Usos, it's going to be a big deal. Whoever beats Gunther, it's going to be a big deal. Whoever beats Austin Theory, it's going to be a big deal.
Here's a question though.
In AEW, I love AEW, but it doesn't feel like that at this moment in time. It just feels like with AEW, they're just plotting matches just to fill in the card.
I don't think it's because of WrestleMania season, though.
It's not because of WrestleMania season.
It's not because of that.
For a few months.
This is what I'm trying to say, and that's what I'm trying to
The proof will
say.
be in the pudding post-Mania.
Yeah, it's Mania.
If they can, have an interesting build towards Money in the Bank,
That's why I started off the conversation.
But I'll be real though.
That's where the real test is.
I saw most of it coming. Not saying I see the future.
Sorry, that's a Raven.
No. You want to see my eye? You want to see my eye?
Last week, the Bloodline story is not even done yet. There's much more that can come out of it.
Of course.
That's what I'm saying.
I think it's more than the titles, and
It's more than
we're
that.
thinking it's not, but they'll show us there's more to that.
There's other family members.
That's the only thing. Like I'm saying, we just need to they are doing a great job, but we can't negate the fact this side of the calendar, SummerSlam, it's a stadium show. Even Saudi Arabia, a stadium show. Survivor Series is one of the big four. Royal Rumble, stadium show. And now WrestleMania. It's always going to be good. When they have to entertain us with these B pay-per-views now, and maybe Money in the Bank is the only important one in between, that's the real test to see, is this actually a really good product?
But honestly, that's what I was about to say. Have they really prevailed? They haven't really prevailed. They haven't not prevailed on the pay-per-view last year.
No, all the pay-per-views are good besides Royal Rumble. But it's the week-to-week TV, and that's ultimately what we're judging this by and judging AEW by.
Here's a question though, right? Two nights of WrestleMania. Let's say they don't split the belts and Roman defends on one night against Cody or however it ends up being. What for you right at this moment in time is the main event of the other night?
Finally,
I would give it to. I'm always an advocate to give it to the women.
I was an advocate for the women as well.
Do you think is there a story on the women's side that you think is
Out there.
It's hard because he's going against Roman, but there's nothing for me at the moment where I'm like, that's the one.
What, the woman's side? Nah.
Yeah, no. It's the tag
the Rhea
team
Charlotte thing.
stuff, probably.
I feel like Rhea Charlotte could be.
It should be.
But I feel like they're not even aiming at each other.
Not yet. But I think that's why they made Rhea choose Charlotte, because they can put Charlotte in the main event. She's the second. She's,
You know what? The women's division is a bit confusing. Why is
That would have been a much more interesting story.
I was wishing she was going to say, when she came out on the mic and she was picking her opponent, I wish she was going to say Bianca.
That's what I was hoping.
But
I was quite shocked when she said
Bianca's
Charlotte.
more like they're trying to do like Becky or Bailey again.
That's I don't know.
They're trying to be there.
Fucking hell, man.
2-1 to
2-1.
Yeah.
So what?
To Man City.
Son of the living man, my uncle's gonna.
Yeah, I think the story with Charlotte's there. She went up against them for the NXT title, this, that, and the other. But I think this is pretty much a case of let's put Charlotte in the main event of WrestleMania if they're gonna go with the women. So
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Like I said, the women's division is a bit. I'm confused. Why did he come out later? Confused.
Because she didn't come up
For whole Beth, the whole Beth.
So they put pressure.
And
But the Beth and Rhea thing, it's cool though.
It's cooking. Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's been good.
I think we might.
I feel like
we might potentially get that at Mania. We might. Get
I wouldn't mind that.
Becky Lita versus Damage Control.
I wouldn't mind that.
We might get that.
I wouldn't mind that.
And I like that.
Becky
because
Lita
it's
and Trish.
Mate, that would be amazing.
Versus
it's nice
Damage Control.
to actually have a match that has some meaning behind it. That's not for the titles in the women's side.
Can you do your Batman voice for me, please? And say I'm not feeling Lita.
I don't know if I'm really feeling Lita.
Yeah, I'm not feeling Lita. I can't lie. I think she sucks, man. I'll be real.
Oh, she does.
I think Lita sucks.
That's what I'm saying. What's the point of Lita?
Do you know as well what she didn't get shit for when she came out the other night? Remember when Jeff Hardy
She came to come and do this. What the fuck?
She stopped and started doing the entrance. It's like, you're supposed to be saving someone.
Yeah.
Jeff Hardy got destroyed for doing that.
Yeah.
Waiting with the crowd.
The funny was annoying because, bro, it's your debut. Your brother's getting
Yeah,
lanked up.
yeah.
You come out done this. It's your debut.
No, but you see Roman Reigns, he's the worst because the Usos will be getting scrapped.
And he's looking at
he don't come out until the beat drops. Yeah.
But that's on purpose.
Man's waiting for the court.
Roman, get out. No, I'm not going out yet. Roman, he's getting. No, I'm not going out yet.
Man's waiting for his 3D graphic to do this.
I think we used to Stone Cold, because back then when Stone Cold used to come out, straight glass, bam, and he's
running.
He's
That's why you just stop giving these wrestlers songs with drops in them. Just run out, man. Like Edge, when Edge just you think you know me? He's active. He's there. Imagine Edge coming out. He's just doing his whole Paris going.
Side to side. Someone's just getting
Oh, fam. Obviously, Raw happened on Monday. It was a decent show. Before we go talk about what I'm going to talk about, Cody Rhodes and Sami Zayn, that promo. What's it again? Finish your story. That has to be one of the promos. You know when he's only did that promo of the year? Finish your story. That was an amazing promo. I felt
following on from the Heyman one as well.
Yeah, the Heyman one,
strong as well.
Yeah. Like I was saying off podcast, like Cody presented himself like as a Pentecostal pastor. Like he's only entering the 2000. You're only entering
Cody
Shimalowo. When you're entering like 2024, the pastor's like, you must make sure you pray. We're going to enter the year 2024.
Empowering you, like.
Everybody lift your voice. So it got like something. It felt like proper, like nice. Even the way he was like consoling Sammy, because I thought Sammy was gonna come on the vibe was like, yo, I'm gonna fight Roman, but I'm coming after you next. Sammy came across as like he needed help.
It was interesting.
He needed like a what's it called, a pep talk.
Yeah. It was cool that they didn't go down the obvious route of face off. It'll be me and you at some point. I said before we started filming that the biggest worry I've had with that storyline, I think everyone's had it, is how do you make Cody matter in Roman's storyline going forward? That promo, I don't know where they go next, but I'm in.
Yeah,
I'm bought in, and Cody feels like he matters in it at some point. Now, I actually was listening to an interview of him where he was talking about he doesn't know yet if he's going to be
a triple threat.
No, he doesn't know if he's going to be at Elimination Chamber. Not in kayfabe, as in him just saying, I don't know yet. I want to be there, but I don't know if I'm going to be there yet. And that makes you think like, and is that a play? Maybe it is, but surely he has to be there because the result of that match
will determine
it's now him.
Match.
So like I don't know. It's going to be this Saturday's going to be a very interesting.
I think you make a very good point. I wouldn't be surprised if put him in a shit match with Baron Corbin.
We should have watched my games. I can't lie. We shouldn't have watched this. What? Nothing. You wanted it?
No, so we might as well just done a live stream or something. A watch party. I mean, to be fair, if we weren't going to do it, it would have been Mex's fault still.
Yeah,
it would have been Mex's fault if we did.
I want to watch this with you guys. I can't lie because I feel I got. What you doing?
If Park is open,
you know the high road is there was an accident there today.
Again.
There was a house was on fire or something. Yeah. Same high road.
Loaded, move your bar, man.
We need to pray for that street.
Loaded, move your bar, man.
There's some janky thing happening over there. We need to pray for it. Honestly. But yeah, I would love to watch this.
The promo, was just excellent in the fact of literally, like Dave said, like we can't make one person here bigger than the other necessarily and pit them against each other. Like Cody knows, and this is the intelligence and following what the crowd are doing. Cody knows that the crowd wants Sammy. Rightly or wrongly, the crowd want this guy. So I'm not gonna challenge that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say like I'm going to WrestleMania anyway. Like I want you to be the guy I'm going up against. Like do your bit. Why don't you believe in yourself? Like you're the guy that's caused the disruption in Bloodline right now. So why don't you believe you can get the job done? And it just kind of gassed him up. He was played cheerleader basically, empowered him and said, like boy, I want to see you there. Like,
do you know what I liked about it? When Cody first started talking, I thought he was going to go... Remember back in the day when John Cena used to be in a similar situation where everyone who he was like alongside for something...
People wanted them to win.
Wanted the other guy.
Yeah.
But Cena used to just always do the thing of basically like going to the crowd, don't we all love him? And it was like, yeah, we do. Stay out of it.
Patronising.
That was kind of the energy.
Yeah.
I was expecting that from Cody, and I kind of thought, they're going to do this, and he's going to become Cena-esque. But he didn't. He did it in a way that was sort of like, you are equal to me in this entire thing. This could be a triple threat. It could be them two. Roman might not even be in it. We're talking about The Rock hasn't turned up yet. Roman might face The Rock, and there might be no title involved. We don't know. So, I don't know. I just like the way he went about it. I thought it was... going in, I was thinking, this is feeling like old school Cena stuff. And I came out of it thinking, I'm more bought in now than I was before.
No, they played the blind up.
The segment, I don't know if you lot have seen UFC, the UFC champion, Leon Edwards.
Right.
Before he won the title, his coach was in a corner like, Don't let them bully you, Leon. Gotta
Yeah,
bring
you
the
gotta be
fire
good,
out of
yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah.
And then Leon Edwards won.
Yeah,
The odds were against him, innit? So it's like,
Right at the last as well, wasn't
Yeah.
get
it? It
it.
was unreal, that
So
was.
But he really,
that's the kind of
he
vibe
really
that I
studied
got.
that. How to really plant that kick as well, man. Amazing.
So,
I think
Let me ask you
I can't
something,
believe
Sam.
what I'm gonna say.
Sam, before you say what you're gonna say, maybe it even leads on.
I can't believe what I'm even gonna say.
Do you feel like you're watching a star with Cody?
He's about to confess. He's about to
A
confess.
star.
Do you feel like you're watching something important? Like, do you feel
Talking to the mic as well. I want to hear this. Everyone needs to
everything
hear
that we were saying about Cody, now you're seeing it translate on TV? You weren't buying it into it before, fair enough. You're not a AEW guy, so maybe you hadn't the previous. But do you now feel like you get it? You're seeing someone of a certain tier, if you will, come through and, you know, really raise the profile of the show.
Not to that level, but I'm seeing something. I am. The Heyman promo like last week didn't really resonate with me. It was just more or less like, I know your dad. Okay. Like, okay, no problem. Like, it's just corny stuff from Cody. I expect it. But talking to Sami Zayn,
You'd think that Cody was the only one in that promo.
yeah, but obviously Paul Heyman was there as well. But it's more of a thing of, I know your dad, you know, I know you, you know me, and you're gonna look. It was just very corny.
What are you most enjoying right now?
What, from Cody?
From all of it?
From all of it. I'm not. It hasn't really hit me yet.
Really,
with
yeah?
Cody, it's not hit me yet. It's not. It's not.
Bloodline,
Yeah, Bloodline. I'm invested in. I'm invested in the Bloodline. That whole Sami Zayn thing. I'm all up for it.
Yeah.
I feel like Sami Zayn should actually verse Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. That's what I honestly feel. No, I deeply feel that it should not be an elimination chamber. No,
I honestly
don't.
think if Elimination Chamber wasn't in Montreal, that might have happened.
And that would have been
Yeah.
crazy. That's what I genuinely feel.
As in that one.
And 'cause I don't really feel like Cody, like it's gonna be much of a big thing. I promise you. But I promise you.
I'll be honest.
I promise you.
I'll be
But
honest. This is what people thought about Bitcoin in 2008. They didn't believe in the product, and then 2017 it blew up. They believed in it.
They were pissed that they sold
were
their one
pissed.
Bitcoin.
Bro,
I-
this is
like
where
I-
we're
like
at,
I- like I said, I
You get
just
it?
I've said it many times. It's just Cody Rhodes, innit? I guess innit? Everyone wants to push him, but
Bruv,
When he came back-
you're not seeing star quality.
it's good.
Are you seeing star quality?
Do you look at Sammy as more of a star? Than
Yes.
Because he's over.
Yes, right now, and he's
so-
built.
so-
wait, no,
so-
but
so
can I say
because
something? Can I say
he's-
something?
because he's very
No,
over at the moment.
No, but it's not even just the way he's over. The way he has built himself up. Sami Zayn a year and a half ago, I was thinking, what the hell are you doing?
I'll be
You're
honest,
doing this conspiracy
I said
stuff.
Cody though.
You're doing this conspiracy.
I said
But
Cody
I wasn't
though.
watching
I can't
Cody.
lie.
I still remember Cody as Stardust,
Blacks, I
doing
can't
the
lie.
cartwheels.
Blacks,
No, but that's how I
Blacks,
look at Cody. You can't say nothing. I don't watch AEW to say, oh, I rate Cody Rhodes,
Blacks.
American Nightmare.
Blacks. The way you think.
Yeah, but don't do that. Don't do that. It's the truth.
I don't watch
do that.
AEW, but I know all of Jungle Boy's matches. I know his feud with Luchasaurus.
The way you think
1 + 1
Sami's
is
been
2.
built up, bro.
2 + 2 is 4. The match you're doing doesn't make sense. That's what I'm saying.
I've just never rated Cody.
But bro, the way Sami Zayn's been built up, bro, he's weak. Reigns has been passive aggressive to him. Reigns is like beat him up and all
Not
of that
necessarily
shit.
weak
I'll
because
be real. I
Bro,
don't
not
like.
necessarily
I love
weak.
Sami Zayn.
Can I say something though? The reason why I liked that promo is because Cody stated the obvious. You have actually managed to fuck up the bloodline. That's what's woke me up.
Bro, Sami
And-
Zayn
and
was
the thing is-
he was
and the
a
thing is-
pussy for 10 months, bro.
Yeah, he wasn't
even
pussy,
longer
but
than
he wasn't
Even
pussy for
longer-
10 months.
even longer than
But
that.
but the thing is, you know he was a pushy for 10 months, but you knew that something was going to happen.
No,
Sami Zayn was going to
no,
do something.
didn't.
Of
No,
course,
I didn't know.
It's inevitable.
I didn't know.
So you weren't say, so
No.
is everyone blind or something
Bro,
when you
bro,
see the
bro.
stuff with
No,
Kevin
no,
Owens
no, let me get it.
and Sami
Let me get
Zayn?
it, bro.
When you
Let me get it.
when you seen hesitancy,
Bro,
You was
when you
having
see something.
matches with fucking Johnny Knoxville and at WrestleMania. What are we talking about?
Yeah. Forget about that. You're going too far. You're going too far. That's too far.
The writing was on the wall for us to know that Sami Zayn and Roman Reigns will collide at one point again.
Of course.
But we did not know that it would get this over. Let's be
over,
real.
yeah.
Did you know? Did you look 10 months ago that? Oh yeah.
No.
Exactly.
But the way it's
I
built.
don't even see it
No,
as
but
like
you know what
Sami
it
is
is?
as
You know
a
what it
massive
is? You know what
star.
it is? But the way it's
He's just
built
very
up.
over at the moment.
No, but the way is he's built himself up. He is looking more as a star. He is looking more as a star.
He looks very. He's very
More
definitely-
than
he
a
looks-
star
he
than
looks
Cody.
Very over. He doesn't look like a star.
He looks like a bigger
looks
star than
very,
Cody.
very
You know what a star
over.
is? A star is Cody. Pyro. brrrr,
Okay, cool.
Facts.
Okay, cool. Once because for me, I don't feel like for me like when it comes to like world title matches, I don't think that should be dictated.
Let me interview him. I'll G-check him.
Of
course I will. But you don't want to let me. You don't want to let me.
Fam, there's certain wrestlers in the UK that you've met and you've been nervous.
But that's a completely different thing. That's not even a man though. Fuck it. That's not even a man. Let's release it. That's women. That's a woman. That's a woman. So yeah. So that's a woman. That's different, bro. That's completely different. But I will definitely go and G-check Cody.
My Sammy boy is there.
But I will 100% go and G-check Cody. What the hell?
3-1.
Oh, it's over. Oh,
Done.
fuck. Shit.
Done.
I wasn't a role, man. Arsenal, man. Fuck. No, but the thing is, I don't feel like being as over as Sammy is now automatically dictates him as a star. Because I look at someone like Cody. Cody, as big as he is, I feel like you can put him anywhere on the card and people will care. Once this story with Roman is done, where does Sammy go from here?
Bro.
Where does Sammy go from here? I love Sammy. I've loved Sammy since Chikara.
I really don't know.
I've loved Sammy since Chikara, but let's be real. It's 15 minutes.
Oh, even deep wiping
It's
after
15 minutes.
after the promo wiping.
But wait a minute. No, wait. But where do you actually see Cody if he was to win the championship, though?
Bro,
On top of the mountain.
Even if Sammy,
No, but
even if Cody doesn't
what is
win-
going to
but
make
even
me
if
be
Co- but-
entertained? I've said this bare times. What's actually going to be entertaining
That's for
when
you.
Cody becomes
That's for
champion?
you, but even if Cody,
I'm at the
No,
top of the mountain.
no.
Thank you, Dad. Thank you, Dad.
But even if
Thank
Cody-
you, bro.
Even if Cody loses,
what
no matter
else?
where you put him on the card, people will care and people will tune in.
But that's okay. You know
Once
what?
Sammy loses and he now diverts the tag team and reunites with Kevin Owens, people will care. They're gonna have their shining moment once they win the tag titles. But that is it. That is it. I'm so sorry. He's gonna do his suicide dive through the turnbuckle, do his DDT. He might even shave his hair. He might even come back and do that. But once that happens and we're on the road to Money in the Bank, really and truly,
I don't see.
we're
much.
just gonna look back at the end. We're just gonna look back and say that he should.
I really don't see much coming from Cody. I'm telling you right now, I don't.
Bro, the
I
writing
don't.
has been on the wall for Cody since he left WWE.
I don't.
He's been.
Do you mean it as in you don't think you're going to be invested in his storylines across the next few years?
he just doesn't like him.
He just doesn't like him.
No, I don't think I'll be invested. I don't see anything clearly enough for me to say it's amazing.
Just admit
The thing is, he admitted it. That's the thing with.
No, but
Blacks is match doesn't understand sometimes.
No, but I admit it though. But like I said, like for me, he's not a star from the start, which I know, which I've learned to respect. But Sammy is from a different context. I didn't expect this to happen the way how over he is.
That's not a star.
That is a star. That is a star. That is a star. That is a star.
He's just over.
That is okay. So what's the difference between someone who's over and someone who's a star?
Someone who's someone who's a box office, someone who literally people will go out in droves to see.
Yeah.
That is Cody.
Like I said, anywhere you put Cody on the card, people are tuning in and they care.
Royal Rumble weekend.
I promise you, anything you lot will say will not persuade me.
I'm not trying to
No,
persuade
it's
you.
not.
I'm not saying you lot know. I'm not saying you lot know.
Let me tell you facts. Cody Rhodes' t-shirt sold out twice over Royal Rumble weekend.
Yeah.
In where is it? Texas that they were.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Okay, did Sami Zayn's?
Probably not.
Okay, so we're talking about a star here, right? This is someone that
Cody
the people
had
haven't seen for
Mandem
time.
stay. Bro, put it this way, yeah. WrestleMania season, yeah, when it was rumored that Cody will come, Mandem was staying up just to see. Mandem was staying up just to see Cody.
stayed up.
Second, when Cody was on TV, they had a fucking counter on screen just to show Cody's coming on screen.
Yes.
Amazing.
He's a fucking star. Whether you like him or not, he's a star.
Okay.
By the way.
There can be stars you don't like. There's best stars I don't like.
Okay, he's a star. Okay, I'm admitted he's a star. But I don't like him. And
That's
I really
fine.
think,
There's best stars I don't like.
he's not going to be at the top for very long. I really think that, and I do actually genuinely do think
After when Roman's
he will
gone.
not be the. I promise you.
Who's gonna be above him?
Huh?
Don't say Gunter. Who's gonna be above him?
I don't know who's going to be above him. I actually don't know who's going to be above him. I don't know right now. I don't know, but I do not
As a
think it's
top
Cody.
babyface, I don't see anyone in the company.
No, that's what I said. I don't actually see anyone in the company
Really?
really.
Cody to enter the Royal Rumble, yeah. Minus 30 and win the Royal Rumble.
No, he already did that, bro.
No, but I said minus 30.
No, he did. Storm Pectoral was minus 50, and he still didn't win.
It's fine. It is what it is. But I
okay.
just.
It's okay. Yo.
Sammy's
fine.
in the season of his life. Like that's undoubtable.
hot.
He's hot. He's over. People really pulling for him right now.
you know, the argument that we're saying for Cody, the argument is definitely there for Sammy. If he was to win the championship, what's he going to do post? Are people still going to care afterwards? The argument's there for him as well.
Let me tell you about Sammy, man. He just has sympathy tax. That's it. Oh, he's getting bullied by Roman Reigns. Stand up for yourself. Once he stood up for himself, yay, bro. Once this feud is over, we're gonna forget about Sammy.
That doesn't make the story less compelling, but
No.
it's just a fact.
No, I can see it, but I don't. Okay. If Cody was
That
to
is
win.
interesting if Sammy was to win it. Like, what's the next 3 feuds?
Ali.
for Sammy.
Ali.
No, dude, that's disrespect.
Ali.
There
No,
isn't.
you
There
give him a
isn't.
Kofi Kingston run,
It
innit?
could be a Kofi run.
You give him a Kofi Kingston run.
But why Kofi all of a sudden? Oh, a Kofi Kingston run.
Yeah.
You thought it was going to be
Cody versus Sammy.
Okay.
No. You give him
Okay.
a Kofi Kingston run, just have him go through,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, I saw a tweet that kind of made me laugh today. Though, how did you see that tweet? How did you know?
I'm in another Discord. Someone put it in the Discord.
Let me get another wing, man.
Someone tweeted no reaction for Bronson Reed. He's better off going back to NXT to build himself back up. Number 1. Let's discuss that first.
There was a reaction, though.
There was a reaction.
There was a reaction.
And plus, okay, no, forget that. Let's go to the next. Righteous Reg then tweeted he full stop beats full stop Okada full stop.
Why does that matter?
NTDang!
Why does that even fucking matter?
NTDang!
That means nothing.
Translation, and so what?
That means nothing.
Bro! And so what? Bro, I put I'm not make Messi. Or people went to go thingy, clap for me.
In Zimbabwe, you can hold.
Fuck it, Cody. I'm in AEW. So
Zimbabwe
what?
dollars. When you come to England, they mean shit. But is it equal to 0 pence?
Alright, cool.
0.01 pence.
I
It means
think-
nothing.
I won't be a prick today.
The first thing you need to kind of take into consideration when we're saying stuff like this is like, does the current crowd that's watching WWE where Bronson Reed, not Jonah, Bronson Reed performs, one, know who Okada is, understand the context of why he beat him.
And even when he beat, and people are stupid. People were saying he beat Okada. He beat Okada in a fucking G1 where champions lose all the fucking time. It
Yeah.
doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, like
It doesn't fucking mean anything.
people don't understand that even, you know, Bronson Reed hadn't been on the main roster. I think he had maybe some dark matches on main event before he left.
He hasn't had some show,
Like,
he hasn't had any showing.
so yeah, this is practically like a new guy. They're telling us, you know, okay, he was NXT North American champion. These people don't really know him.
Watch NXT.
And they don't even watch NXT.
Watch NXT.
They don't watch NXT, which is something under the WWE umbrella. You expect them to know who Jonah and Okada are and that he beat him.
But even saying going back to NXT to go and develop it, that's disrespectful because man just came out of NXT. He done a little excursion in Japan, went to independent films. No. Let's not do that.
No, because
Let's
no,
not do
we
that.
like to sell this podcast. No one's above NXT.
No, but let's not do that. Let's not do that.
What?
For-
What's above what?
No,
No one's really above NXT.
No, I think we said that prior to the change.
yeah, no.
People are above NXT.
That's-
let's be real.
Now, yeah.
What 2.0?
This 2.0 thing,
100%.
yeah.
100%.
Let's not do
Xavier
that.
Woods and them, but I'm going back
No,
now.
but obviously that's
a cry for help.
Man.
It's charity
You
work.
can't go to do charity, man.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
It's definitely charity work that they're on.
That's charity, man.
Charity work, or
And obviously they're still-
or New Day are just irrelevant.
No.
in the main
It's,
roster
you know,
right now.
it's, the thing is with
No, they're just irrelevant in the main roster. I'm sorry.
Nah, it's not because
Who do they fit in with then?
they fit in with everyone.
They're irrelevant.
They're one of the greatest tag team champions ever. What the fuck are we talking
that's
about?
normal. Yeah, of course.
That's what- so they can fit in anywhere.
Right now, they're relevant.
Because they're not on the card. What the hell?
Yeah.
But the thing is,
sorry, just to finish off. Every time they've been on the card, it's not been relevant. Every time they've been on the main roster card, it's not been relevant.
Are you right? They had a match of Usos.
Yeah, they
That could've
lost
determined-
the
that could've
title to
determined
the
if the Usos gonna have the title as long as they
Yeah.
have now.
I think
Yes,
they
they
should-
should.
I think
just
they
to beat
should
their
have made a bigger
record.
deal out of that.
They should have made a bigger.
Yeah,
deal.
they
That
did.
should have
I should have
been-
got a vignette.
But it wasn't.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a bigger deal though. After that, it was just faded
What?
out.
Say it, dildo.
I was waiting to see he was gonna say.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't a bigger deal.
That was a
though.
big deal.
It wasn't a
They
bigger
said that
deal.
it wasn't a bigger what?
It wasn't.
No, but Sam,
Immaturity.
No, it was big. Like we know it's a.
But it
we
could've been bigger, like
we know
vignette,
it was big.
vignette,
We know it
story.
was big, but not
It seemed
everyone.
to like pop up. It was almost like a week before they realised.
Yeah,
The
it just
numbers
come out of
lined up.
nowhere. It come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But besides that, what were New Day doing?
And at the time,
Oh,
the Usos-
tired. What did the New Day? They couldn't
go
go back. I'm so
anywhere.
tired when
But the New Day couldn't go anywhere.
No,
You see what
no,
they're
but
See
it
what you're
wasn't
doing right
big
now.
enough.
If they went and made New Day champions again, you would have said I'm tired.
Yes.
You'd be here complaining.
Sammy
Yes,
Boy.
you would.
Sammy
You'd be here
Boy!
complaining. So let them use their elder statesmen to do what they need to do. Obviously, give this accolade over to the bloodline. Then go to NXT, blood some new tag teams. That's all they're doing.
And plus,
I
Sam,
remember
they're
now.
injured.
I remember now with NXT what they're trying to do. They're still trying to have that convergence of, you know, they're being on NXT and still it carrying over onto the main roster. Because before that was the issue. People will be in NXT and then when they now come to the main roster, they'll be a completely different character. Karrion Kross will be one way. He will be the big champion, and then they will now come and look like he's got BDSM.
Sodom and Gomorrah.
Okay, like he's doing BDSM. Doesn't make any sense. Whereas now there's that convergence where someone like Bron Breakker is NXT champion and he can have a match on Raw and then go back and they still the storylines they're mathing. You know what I mean?
I think
it makes sense.
Back in the day, when it was the old NXT, it was a bit better because I think it was Finn said it. He described it as like main roster is Hollywood and NXT was Broadway.
Yeah.
That's like where an actor goes to just sort of like
Cut their teeth
and do
all
their
that
creative.
stuff.
I want to invest a bit more in my matches and that kind of thing. The problem, that's why I like the idea of New Day going down. I think the problem is now is that NXT 2.0 doesn't have quite that same feel of like, put it this way, New Day went down. Like, did any of their matches there kind of jump out as wow, that was amazing? Or did they make Pretty Deadly look amazing? Do you know what I mean? It was good matches, but they didn't really make stars out of it. Even when Ziggler went down with Braun, it was like, yeah, cool, but it wasn't like when Finn went back.
Yeah.
And reinvented himself,
Exactly.
and then
And also made everyone else feel more important being around.
But I think that's testament to the crop of talent. I feel
I will say
back
that.
then these are all people that Finn probably came up in the industry with, that he's familiar with, he's had matches with, or people are liking to his style. Whereas now it's a new crop of guys where they've either been made by WWE or they're from the NXT UK and they're still trying to find their feet. So I definitely get your point.
I'm pretty sure New Day went down to NXT, won the titles, because obviously NXT have just went back on the road. So you probably needed to sell out that Charlotte arena that of the Vengeance Day they done the other day. Other than that, I mean, yeah, they didn't really have any like bangers per se. But then Pretty Deadly, Gallus, them man are good tag teams. There's not really much more you can teach them in that aspect.
They did get a mad pop at Vengeance Day.
Yeah.
Bigger than like the level above everyone else was. You could see it
because they're the New Day and the accolades they have. Yeah.
To bring it back to what you're saying, the one thought I had on Bronson Reed is, I think Judge Bronson Reed after Elimination Chamber.
Yes, that's what we said.
I think he's in that match
showcase
to make the spots.
And
I think after that, suddenly when he comes out the next time at Raw, maybe he's the Colossus. You see him more as what they're trying to paint him as. I would say bear with it for this weekend.
Thank you very much.
And he's going to be around people that are higher than him in the pecking order, and then he's going to be able to show out. Like
He's gonna dominate.
beating Akira Tozawa and Ali every week is not going to do much for you. Like you're going to look good, but at the same time,
But when you're
it's
when
like
you're in there with Seth,
yeah,
you're going to be able to look like a star.
It's Fury in that match as well.
yeah, he's a champion, isn't
There
he?
you go.
Champion.
Perfect.
And Gargano as well.
yeah.
Gargano will be able to like sell for him better than probably. I mean, Ali's actually amazing as well for us. So.
The match is going to be very, very good. I think the selection of guys in there are all kind of well deserved. Priest put on a really good performance in was it the tag team gauntlet a couple weeks ago.
he did.
Montez Ford, you've stuck him in there for a reason.
Superstar.
This is breakout moment potential that we may see on Saturday.
When do
Gargano,
we see that?
I'm waiting for it, man.
Come on, like
waiting for
across,
it, man.
surely in the next year that happens.
Go for Ford. Ford's single run.
I think it's really dependent on what they plan to do with the tag team division over the next year. Like FTR is another big asterisk that are they going to return to
Is there a
WWE
contract
or
on the
not?
table?
Yeah,
Is it a contract
I
on the
saw the
table?
picture. I saw the picture.
There's a
of that.
picture of what's his name? Dawson.
Yeah, bald.
Yeah.
FTR bald.
He was drinking. He goes, I think Lovely Now or something like that. He was drinking, but on the corner of the corner of his page, corner of the picture is a WWE logo
on a piece of paper.
on a piece of paper.
It could
He knows
just
what he's
be,
doing.
yeah,
I know he's
it
doing
could
mind
just be a
games,
ruse,
mind games,
but
yeah. He's doing CM Punk type.
yeah, it could just be a ruse. But yeah, that's where they take the likes of Street Profits could be dependent on are we actually going to try and rebuild this division or just do whatever we're doing with
people
it
are
now.
sleeping on Dawkins as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
great.
100%.
Dawkins is great.
I don't. He's good, amazing. I don't think he's ready to be a single star though.
I think he can be put
Not compared
within
to
something.
Montez.
He's gonna
Not
need to
compared to
find his thing.
Montez.
No, but we're not comparing. We're just saying
No, I'm just saying. But I mean, out of the two, Montez
No,
is
but
the
that's
guy right
obviously
now.
different journeys, right? So he can possibly.
Give it another year.
Bro, Dawkins can easily do Intercontinental or USA.
I think
He can fit
Dawkins.
to both.
Dawkins doesn't get enough credit as to
doesn't.
he has character as well.
Yeah.
I think Montez obviously just
yeah.
shows his bear, like what's the word, extrovertly sort of.
But I
thing.
do feel Montez has more character than.
No, he probably does, but I mean, it doesn't mean that Dawkins doesn't. You see what I mean?
What do you feel to this? So I don't. Everyone's talking about them splitting up at some point, right? But I don't think this would happen. But what if actually what was to happen was Montez breaks out, but turns heel, and Dawkins becomes his heavy as a result of it.
That's what I'd like to
So
see.
they stop being a tag team, per se, but it becomes Shawn Michaels and Diesel.
A different kind of act. Yeah.
That's what I'd like to see.
I like
Dawkins becomes this like no nonsense,
Colossus.
just takes care of business, so that Montez can be the sit on the throne.
star,
I'll do what I
yeah.
want.
Kind of similar to like Carmelo and
Trick Williams.
Williams, yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
just less comedy.
Yeah. That could work.
Carmelo and Trick are good to you.
They're brilliant. I'm very scared. Like the day they bring up Carmelo, they leave Trick behind. I
can't
hope they
Trick,
don't.
Trick's a good seller though. As you know, he sells.
He's
funny,
entertaining. The guy's
funny,
very
yeah,
entertaining.
And I say this all the time, but to think on his first day, he fumbled.
Yeah, he fumbled his promo.
He fumbled his promo.
What was it? What saying?
He was just talking and just fumbled. But
Who were they in the ring with?
first
Them
day,
two and
like,
what girl?
you know.
Who were some girls in
to
the ring
watch
with
that,
them?
bro.
I can't remember.
Was it an announcer?
Yeah, the announcer. Yeah,
Yeah.
Should we quickly go on to AW?
AEW.
Just before we do, I got a question for you boys. Who's going?
To watch
To LA.
Is it all of you?
Not me.
Us four.
Are you buzzing?
I'm
Can't
gassed,
wait.
bro.
Oh man.
My suitcase already packed.
I
I told you, I packed on Saturday. I said,
I've semi-packed.
packed on
though.
Saturday.
I bought some clothes. I bought some clothes. Started packing.
I packed on Saturday.
bought some clothes and I
I
need to buy a new suitcase.
I realised all the stuff from Jamaica that I bought, some of them I haven't worn. So I just put them back in the
Yeah,
suitcase.
same as my DR stuff. is
What,
there, yeah.
what have you got planned already? Like,
We're
what are you
going
planning?
Ring of Honor. We're going.
I can't say because my mum will kill me. No, I'm joking.
By the way, I don't mean like content things
Oh.
you might have under wraps. I mean more like when you're out there, what you're looking forward to.
Oh
going
yeah,
to
that I can't say.
Alright.
I think it's more like meeting people, meeting other wrestling fans, and hopefully getting rubbing shoulders with actual wrestling fans and interviewing them.
Do you know one? So a couple. I'm forgetting the year. Kofi Mania year actually. I was in New York. I was actually in New York the year before that as well, and for both years went to. Shout out to Yep I Like Wrestling. They put on events at Legends Bar in New York. Just big watch along thing. I was actually in the bar. You know the bar with the video of Shad Gaspard.
Oh, you was
I was
there?
there.
MVP.
I was next to him. Obviously, when they were seeing Kofi win and all that kind of thing. But Wale Mania, if you get a chance, good night. Very good night. I went to the one in New York. Didn't have tickets to go to Mania.
I don't want to see my Joe start performing.
Yes.
Was it 99 Problems? Or,
Yeah.
Oh, what's it? Her name is Hot.
Yeah. So I was there with my brother and two of my mates. Them three are like not necessarily wrestling fans, but I said we went New York for a week, and I said, look, you just got to give me 2 nights. WrestleMania, we need to go watch in a bar, and Wale Mania bought us tickets to this event. They were like, yeah, cool, we'll come along. Quality night. Quality night.
Yeah, Wale Mania, I'll be there 100%.
Yeah, just do it,
Can't wait for that still.
Anyway, I just wanted to see how gas you guys are.
No, looking forward to
No,
it.
I'm not going.
You gonna change your mind last minute?
You never know. I've left the weekend open.
Let us know, man. Let us know, man, what they're about. AW, MGF versus Takeshita.
That sport
Very
was
good
sick.
match.
Can't lie, that match.
That match was
match.
fucking
Yeah,
sick.
That
very
match
good
was
match.
insane.
That match was sick, bro.
That spot that when he flipped over,
When he done the backflip from the clothesline.
And what's man? He
MJF land?
MJF landed like a ninja turtle. I can't explain. And he went to the rope when the lariat after.
Yeah, I feel like
People forget he's a good.
He's a
wrestler.
fucking amazing wrestler.
not even that. He's a deceivingly great athlete.
Someone said in the group chat, I swear, someone said in the group chat, don't you ever mention this again. Nabil, I love you to bits. Lincoln, I love you to bits. But never in your life say this. Man said, oh, I'll prefer if MJF never wrestles again, but just cuts promos. What the fuck are you talking about?
So aggressive.
No. But what are you talking about?
Yeah, MJF's a good wrestler.
He's good, man. He's very.
Never wrestle again.
I feel like if he was to just
My
only
God.
keep to promos, it will be very, 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 very boring.
Yeah.
Bro, you want to damage the product even more? And what's my Tony come and listen to that? I bet, love Tony.
That match was insane, man.
Is that up there with the most blatant handovers of a blade we've ever
Oh
seen?
my God!
That match must be up there. Sure. The camera shot. The cameraman's
We were
like
talking
that,
about
and
this
he
all
literally
I can't lie.
passes the blade.
The AW producers, they're agbayas.
Bro,
Idiots.
do it.
They're the
Bro,
biggest
do it,
idiots
yeah.
ever. I swear to you.
Bro, do it,
Because after I watched that AW, I watched the week after, the week before that.
Moxley one was
So I watched the Moxley one,
the Moxley
and I
one.
saw the Moxley one. I
Yeah.
said, yeah, they need to fire the producers.
The producers are bad.
He was literally trying to do it. It was
The
like
pro-
mad.
the
Yeah.
producer-
Mad. I said to Max in the car, when you're sitting in that room,
I'll be
you're
back.
seeing all screens, screen 1, camera 1, camera 2, camera 3. So you're already preempting what you're
see
gonna press.
it, and
So for
then you
example,
cue it, like-
you're seeing the blade go over, cut to the crowd,
Yeah.
get the shocking reaction from the crowd, then cut to Takeshita blood bleeding.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? It's or even a wide angle at least.
It was
I
literally
don't know,
just
man.
that, wasn't it? And the gloved
That's
hand
what-
was
yeah,
cool. I'd say
Yeah, that was bad, man. That was bad.
But that was a
match
very,
was
very
good,
good match. The match
The match was
So
very good.
when stuff like that happens, you have to pretend you didn't see it, innit?
No, fuck that, I saw it.
The thing is, nowadays when I see stuff like that, I just think of Lloyd. I'll be real.
Yeah, that's it. When someone bleeds, or I see someone bleeding, he's the first person that comes to my mind.
I love Ola, yeah. Do you know why? Because whenever stuff like that happens on AW, Ola will message me, even if it's like 4 a.m. But Lloyd, I hope you didn't see that. I said, see what? And he goes, Lloyd, just don't watch AW tonight.
Ola is confirmation king.
Ola will
Ola's
message me
confirmation
privately. And I'll be like, oh fuck, I'm gonna have to get angry again. But it's the match was sick.
The match was
The match is
very good.
the match was sick. I love when MJF wrestles.
Takeshka's good as well, man.
Oh, he's
incredible.
amazing.
He is excellent.
He's gonna have an amazing year.
No, he's
Hopefully he's. I mean, as much as he's been losing, luckily it's not diminished how good he is and how good his matches.
No, I
For a
feel
lot of other wrestlers,
because I feel like he's been losing to like high profile people, innit? It's been like Danielson, it's been Moxley, it's been like
The minute he got in the ring with Cage,
he beat him.
And it wasn't stupid losses like as a thing where it's like a roll up or something. It was
No, it was like competitive matches.
Fighting
I
spirit.
think that's the best thing about AEW's fan base in terms of them being more about match type rather than storyline is you give a little bit more credit to a loss than you would do elsewhere. Or if someone was losing all the time in WWE, after a few weeks you're like, okay,
They're written off.
That's why Kasali.
Yeah, they know
like
how
it
to
though.
present a loss better. Like if this guy's gonna lose, then he's gonna go out looking.
It's a boxing loss.
Yeah,
So you losing boxing, it's like
Warriors
oh,
lost,
put
innit?
in the
Like
shot.
MJF had to go to another level to get that win.
Yeah.
So that matters. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Did we have the trios match?
Top flight.
Top
Top flight, that was a good match.
That was a very good.
Do my thing. Because I actually came for the Takesha thing. And I actually said, you know what? I'm not going to skip this match. I'm going to watch the whole thing. And I watched it. I was like, oh, this match is sick. I saw the blade. I saw the what do you call it? The blade swap over. I was like, nah, I'm after that.
You can't be taken out of it for a
Can't.
minute.
The top flight and the elite match was good as we
was a
expected.
good match,
Very good.
Was Kenny cooking, yeah?
Yeah, no, the match. Everyone cooked.
Everyone could.
Everyone looked great in that
Everyone
match.
looked.
Fox was.
Everyone's good.
The float over the top rope gets me every time.
Yeah.
Bro, it's incredible. I do feel like AW do need to do a bit more due diligence when it comes to the trios, though.
Yeah, I think the trios
I feel
division's
like
been.
a lot of the time, all they're just doing is slapping matches.
They just like.
It was a little push together.
Yeah.
There's no, there's nothing going, and I feel like the reason why I was at least like with the tournament and even with the match at All Out, the reason why the match at All Out between the Elite and Dark Order banged, and the reason why we loved it so much because obviously there was so much history between the two teams, and then the match played off that. But I feel like right now it's just like the matches are great, but like do something, like create something interesting.
Even outside of the titles, like you have a whole division, you should be able to like pair different trios together in matches and build some sort of like you know, if I don't know.
What's House of Black doing?
Oh God knows.
Not even on TV.
Like, they're there and they don't feel like a tag team with someone added.
Buddy Murphy's in fucking Australia.
And he just won a title in Australia,
Big
innit?
him up, man. Big up Buddy Murphy, man. He just won the title, but yeah, man. He's just in Australia. He's
I've not been keeping up with AEW lately, so what are you saying? Oh, when it comes to trios matches, they only put that on when it's a title involved.
I feel like that's been AEW's Achilles heel when it comes to trios and tag team matches. They rarely build around the tag teams outside of the actual titles.
Do you reckon they should have just stuck to two champions rather than bringing in
I
the
just
trios?
don't know because me, I'll watch it and I won't complain,
'cause
but
now
then I'll come to the podcast. Anyway, 4-year anniversary, we're cooking
Bro,
it. You better be there this year. 4 years of cooking.
It feels like they have too much on their plate right now. You know, trios title, then you got the All Atlantic Championship, then you got
New tag champs though.
Wait, when's the last time Orange Cassidy defended that belt?
He on Rampage. He done
As
it.
in recently?
Yeah, against who was it?
I don't think it was that recent. I think it was maybe like 2 months.
I don't
No,
know.
last week. This
Rampage.
Friday just gone.
Okay.
He defended it against I can't even remember.
Or somebody, but they be putting somebody's on Rampage.
Yeah, it's usually.
I can't lie. Has he been a touring champion? Because
He hasn't, but he had a good run and then it's kind of diminished. But I feel like,
there's a lot of titles there.
but I feel like it's weird because there was a period of time where like the TNT title was in the mud, and now the TNT title's back.
Yeah.
Hey, that match with Samoa Joe and Derby.
Fuck!
I can't lie, we cooked Samoa Joe months ago, but
Well, no, Samoa Joe is back.
he ran it back. Samoa Joe is
What?
back. Samoa Joe is back.
He's fucked.
he heard the podcast.
He heard the podcast.
No, do you know what it is? Do you know and do you know what it is? Big up, I think it's Darby and Samoa Joe because they were doing this nonsense with. I feel like TNT title had a terrible run in terms of we went from. It started from Scorpio.
Yeah,
It started from Scorpio. It started from Guevara.
Guevara.
It went from Guevara, Scorpio, then Wardlow was bad.
It's not Scorpio's fault though, because Guevara was bad. I blame Guevara.
Guevara was that when Cody had
Cody
well?
dropped when he dropped to Cody, yeah.
Oh, Cody. That was good promo. The Cody in the ring before he left.
Before he left.
And the match.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just feel like the TNT title was in the absolute gutter, and then this Samoa Joe and Darby Allin, or the matches Darby's been having, and that's the thing about the TNT title. It's always been Cody laid the blueprint. It's always been a simple title to book. That you've got open challenges, great matches. That's literally DNA of TNT title, and I feel like Ward and I know they're going back to Samoa Joe versus Wardlow. Please do not give that man the title. I beg. Don't give that man the title.
Who was that other brother that was in the picture again?
Will Hobbs.
What's happening with Will Hobbs?
Man's doing Book of Hobbs and
Just walking up the street and man are looking at him like, oh shit, that's
man's
Hobbs.
coming to the ring with a notepad now. Book of Hobbs, puts it on the stairs and gets in the ring, and
I don't know what he's doing.
I think he's trying to kind of copy the Jericho list thing.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, if he was doing like a Death Note thing where like he starts a feud and starts writing people's names in it, and then that would be good. But you know what I mean? I don't know, man.
What's thoughts on Acclaimed losing the titles to?
Yes! I've not been on Twitter, but my boys won the tag team titles. I've been screaming this for months. Put the fucking belts on these guys. I'm so fucking happy.
so
The Gun Club.
ass boys.
The Ass Boys.
Okay,
The Yash Boys.
okay. Why do you think? Why do you think they should be champion? Because I know there's like
It's
very
fucking great.
I think it's very contentious right
They're
now.
fucking great. For me, I've always been a person where I like the unexpected. I don't like always having to, estimate that, okay, cool, these people are going to keep it for this long. Like, the fact that they've won, I like people that are able to throw a spanner in the works and show that, you know what, we have faith in these guys. I have faith in the Gun Club, and I thought everyone else should have faith. And the fact that Tony Khan has faith in them and he sees something in these guys, for me, it's great. I love it.
I think it's not bad. Like, I don't have an issue with them becoming champions. I feel that people are giving them a bit too much stick. And the Acclaimed, I feel like
They run their course.
they've run their course, especially in terms of performances. Like, they're not like an amazing tag team in terms of ability.
They've
Like,
done
Bowens
decent
is
for what
very
they've
good,
done.
but I think they've just done that. But the one thing it kind of outlined to me is that the trios title is now the premier tag title in AEW, and maybe they're leaving the actual tag division for younger tag teams and less experienced people.
Do you know what? I think that it's only like that because the elite are there. Once the elite vacate, and I feel like it's with the tag division as well. Because when you actually think about,
But they've obliterated the tag division.
They have, but when we think about when the tag division was at its peak, right? Like with the Young Bucks, because we went from the great days of the tag team division where obviously Kenny and Hangman had a good reign, right? And then when FTR had their tag reign, we weren't really feeling it. But obviously we knew that would lead to a Young Bucks tag reign. Young Bucks were cooking, and post Young Bucks it's been, to be fair, Swerve and Glory had a decent tag run. They had a decent tag run. But I feel like
Drum Express were okay.
Yeah,
a bit meaty,
they were okay, but
Good matches, but nothing
yeah.
good in between. Really.
But I feel like with the Trios division, the reason why we look at the Trios division is in terms of like, they're pushing that now, is generally because the elite are there, and I generally think once you remove the elite from that picture, it's gonna go sink.
Probably,
It's gonna sink.
It probably does. But I think, right now, if they went from Swerve in Our Glory to Acclaimed to Guns, they're clearly, this is the secondary of the two.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean it's going to be that forever. It's just, that's what it is right now, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what? I feel like when it comes to the elite, it's unavoidable. Wherever they go, that's where the attention's going to be. If you want to stop that, you're going to have to separate them.
That's why they're doing the trio, so you can build the profile of the thing. But then once they lose it, it's like, okay, cool. The people that win it from them, they're gonna get a massive push. But then from there, what happens? Because really and truly, we've not really seen the build of the trios division. So once the belt leaves them and they now go on to other ventures, it's gonna be like, we're not really gonna care about that belt anymore. We might have good matches every week, but other than that, it's like we're getting good matches everywhere. Well, what's gonna make this belt different?
Which goes back to what you're saying, that they need to be building up these other teams
But
around
they expect
it.
us to watch AEW Dark and care. That's the problem. They want us to watch AEW Dark and watch trios face Jabroni, so that way their win record can go up. We don't give a fuck. Leave that person in Saskatchewan Championship Pro Wrestling. We don't give a fuck about them because anybody can beat them if they're signed to AEW. Like, it doesn't mean anything. Do you know what I mean?
Your boy Roosh.
He needs to win the All Atlantic thing from Orange Cassidy.
Roosh and Danielson.
What did Roosh do?
See,
What did Roosh do? Roosh! Let me see what Roosh done.
Roosh
has retired Andrade. No one's checking for Andrade no more.
No, listen to that.
You see that segment with Santos Escobar and Rey Mysterio? It should have been fucking Rouge. It should have been Rouge.
No, I can't lie.
Hey, yo!
No, Santos done his thing though. Santos done his thing.
Yeah, Santos is my boy. I love Santos. Santos is my future WWE champion.
Yeah, you are load. I can't lie. You are load. You are load. You are load.
No,
You let
Rouge and Danielson. You
Rouge and
Main
Danielson.
event.
no.
just in the middle of the
It's the middle of the card.
somewhere, like.
Wait, was that one? Wait.
The main event was top
tag-
flight.
yeah, top-
It was a tag
So-
team.
No,
It was a tag team match.
versus
After
Acclaimed.
Takeshi MJF fight, MJF came back again and attacked someone.
No, MJ. Well,
He
yeah.
came back and attacked Danielson.
You came and attacked Junior Danielson. MJF was all over the show. You
But I wasn't concentrating. There you go.
didn't concentrate on Rouge and Danielson.
Rouge and Danielson was a banger.
I watched
What?
Rouge and Danielson was a banger.
Was a
You see
fucking.
the match. The match is like I was waiting for it to end and it wouldn't end, and the violence kept continuing.
Bro.
Like
Was there blood?
there was blood.
Was the blood worked?
It was Passion of Christ.
No,
This one was all that was missing was Daniel Bryan and his cross. God forgive me, but that's what I was missing.
No. Help me around. Was the blood worked well?
You didn't see a cut. Yeah, you didn't see a cut.
No, but how did he achieve?
No, it was good. Elbow. Also elbow.
Yeah,
Elbow to
yeah.
the face.
Elbow.
How many times?
Done off. You watch the match.
This guy's a fight coordinator. What the
Just
fuck?
watch the match.
Bro, call me doctor. That's my name now. Listen, like,
But watch the match though, and then have your own opinion on it.
Excellent.
Excellent
match.
watching the match. Was it worked well?
It was, well, put it this way. You had the worst blood work of the year on the same card.
Yeah.
So it was good. It was
Yeah,
done well.
it was
Camera
natural.
cut at the right time.
It was natural. It was.
Nah,
Yeah.
My question with that though is when you have a match like that, I come away from it thinking, why is Rouge just in that match and
Not anywhere else.
what else is he doing?
So they were using him as a assassin, effectively, like a heavy to just take this money, take him
Yeah.
out and all of that kind of stuff.
So after that match, it's like this is where I kind of stand with
What's
AEW.
next
It's
for
like,
Rouge?
if in the next
That's
month
the problem.
he isn't made a massive deal, what are we doing?
Bearing in mind,
Because
Rouge
that guy is gonna put on an incredible
Bro,
match
he's
that
faced
you
two
haven't
former
been
world
doing.
champions and took them to the limit. So it's to the point where he's in the Takeshita scene where it's like you're having these high profile matches, you're having amazing matches, but it's like you're just chopping these losses, and it's like
You know
what's next?
what AEW do? They'll make another belt for him. There'll be this like your up and coming belt. One more belt.
Rouge needs to beat Orange Cassidy for the All Atlantic.
Yeah.
That's what needs to happen.
Take it to Mexico.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's
That
the
belt
immediate next
felt
thing that
cool.
needs to happen.
When Pac won it,
it was cool.
that
It was
belt
nice,
felt
yeah.
cool. It also looks decent.
But then when Pac won it, my issue was they immediately
Orange
started the trio
Cassidy's
stuff.
run this bet was better than Pac's.
Yeah,
I'm so sorry.
it was better.
Orange
you're
Cassidy's
right.
title was
I
better than
agree.
Pac's.
What I'm saying is when Pac won it,
Yeah, for
you
sure.
felt like, oh, this is a cool title.
Yeah.
Man was in OTT. Man was in Rev Pro. Came out to AEW and it's like,
Yeah, he's doing
He
the
came to
shit.
AEW and he immediately started the trios thing
Yeah.
with him and.
But
them
this
things,
is
so.
what we said. That All Atlantic Championship needs to be a traveller's belt.
Yeah.
It can't
Yeah, of course.
just stay in
But then
one
AEW
country.
needs to put the effort into going and producing the matches as well. You can't now,
Elsewhere.
not to be dipping it, but he went to Rev Pro and we
And
saw
outsourced
we
footage,
we
bruv,
saw
come
the
on.
footage that they put onto AEW. Do you know what I mean? It
No,
wasn't like,
the thing is, the reason why I
that's like us filming a podcast here, and because Lloyd is not here, we now put our mobile phone.
the
It
reason
doesn't make any sense.
The thing is, the things with all the Atlantic, even if you're gonna be, the thing is,
Imagine that you're not here, and because you're not here, we say, you know what, yeah, let's outsource the footage to Lloyd. Let's just film it on our phone, and we have to now go back and keep pressing record.
here's
Even zoom in. We now put a filter on top of it. Come on, man.
Here's the thing with All Atlantic. If you're not gonna have man fly out, at bare minimum for me, what I want from All Atlantic, if you're not gonna have man fly out, just bring man from bare different promotions.
Inside, yeah.
Just bring bare man from bare
Have it be
different.
an open challenge.
And
but
that's
it's
why,
outside the company.
and that's why when the Shibata match was announced, I was like, I like that because that's something that was something different. That was something different. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I kind of wanted to see more of the All Atlantic. If you're not gonna have, obviously, I feel like you should put effort and have man out there, but for whatever reason, if they're scheduling, bring man from elsewhere
Inside.
and then let's
Or if
keep,
you're gonna do it, do they ever? When Pac was champion, were they putting the matches on Rampage or Dark?
As in with the vignettes.
The vignettes of like what's it called? His title matches.
no,
in the
put
UK.
no Dynamite.
Oh, they're putting
Yeah,
Dynamite.
it was just the footage wasn't.
So no, the full
No, but for-
yeah. So,
I don't want to
so,
be dipping. I don't want to offend our guys, innit?
so the full match would be on YouTube, and then the highlights would be on Dynamite.
Yeah, but then AEW should almost be sending a crew to those events.
Yeah.
If you're
Yeah.
sending him there, send him with a crew to make it look, because that's going to make that promotion look better as well when it's seen on national
I
TV.
can't lie though.
What's that website that we used to go and rent cameras? Like, come on, bro.
Fat Llama.
Fat Llama.
You're telling me you ain't got a budget for Fat Llama? I'm like, yeah.
I could have banged it. No, big man thing. I could have banged it.
But that promotion in general needs new cameras.
I'm not involved. I'm not very soon.
Alright, ask questions.
Bleep it.
Don't bleep it.
I will be there.
Ask questions.
It's constructive criticism, man. We're all friends here. Do you know what I mean? We're all family, man. Come on, man.
We're all brothers in wrestling.
Do you know what I mean? If we don't say it and the fans say, then is it not worse? Do you know what I mean? But before we even get to Ask Wrestlings, like we said, make sure you guys go and join our YouTube membership. It's popping over there. Exclusive videos. Things podcast is coming soon. We might even drop a small snippet, maybe 5 seconds of Black saying "Scoot up," just so you know that it's lit. The Discord is lit as well. Do you know what I mean? We've got another Discord, but the YouTube membership Discord is popping off. Do you know what I mean? But Ask Wrestlings, you guys already know the drill. Where we ask you guys, where we get you guys to ask us Wrestling some questions. First questions from our guy, Big Wavy Roy Johnson. Big you up every single time, bro. He says, a bodybuilding podcast I listen to does this segment, overrated or underrated. For you guys, I'm going to go, we're going to do them one by one. Let me know if you guys think it's overrated or underrated. So firstly, Strong Style.
Underrated.
Underrated. Yeah.
Underrated.
But why is it underrated?
You don't see it enough.
I think it's underrated because I don't think it's done right.
Well, exactly.
On American TV.
Thank you.
Correct.
I agree. It's done very comedic. Like,
It's westernized.
It's westernized.
Did you see
That's why I
when
don't like it that
Nakamura went back to Noah?
Yeah.
Like, how are you gonna have Nakamura have his matches on SmackDown looking like nothing?
Yeah.
And then go do that? He hasn't lost it. They're not.
It's a parody. It's a parody. It's
That time I had that rant about it being annoying and stuff. That's what I was talking about. It's not when you're watching Japan. It's like ooh.
Yeah.
When you watch it here, it's like
It's medium style.
Yeah.
let's get to the pin.
Western strong style is more so the fight.
As the Strong Style, as the Strong Style rating, I'm going to say it's overrated. And not because I don't love the style. I think what the problem is that too many Japanese wrestling fans are gatekeepers, and they've made it a lot better. They've made it seem like it's better than it actually is.
I agree with that.
Some people automatically say because a Strong Style match has happened, 5 star.
Yeah.
But when in actuality, when you watch a lot of these matches, a lot of them are not that good.
Again, I think I've been talking about it for years. You know?
Not a lot of the matches
I
are
think
great.
that's the same
Don't get me
problem.
wrong, I prefer Japanese style wrestling over every type of wrestling. But Japanese wrestling fans have made it to the point where it's like a Japanese wrestling match will happen. Oh my god, 5 star, Dave Master, 5 star. And it's like really truly like when you
wrestling
watch.
fans in general are gatekeepers.
Yeah.
So to go to the next level with that, yeah. It
I was watching
Gatekeeping a genre.
That's a gate within a gate.
Pure Wrestle.
Pure Wrestle,
Yeah.
Pure Wrestle.
Banga Bandizi.
But yeah, I mean, it's underrated, but then it's also overrated as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was you gonna say? I know you're gonna say it's overrated. Even though you like Walter versus Sheamus, but carry on.
I have nothing to say, man. I don't watch Strong Style enough to really comment on that.
If it was William Regal.
Oh, you comment on AEW.
You see you. When I said, you see when I said 1 + 1 is 2 and 2 + 2 is 4.
You know what it is? I'm picky. There we go.
Oh, we know. Trust me.
boy.
We know. Okay, next one. Overrated or underrated? Pay-per-view specific stage sets.
Under.
Underrated. I think.
underrated. Yeah. I missed that.
Oh yeah, underrated.
Under.
Next.
Remember the Backlash one where it was swinging?
swinging. Oh,
That was, every time
was
someone
cool.
walked out, I was like, "Ooh."
Now my favorite stage probably Judgment Day. I love Judgment. I love that stage.
Mine's the.
Oh, Armageddon. Armageddon.
Was it Judgment Day where Taker came back on the bike?
Oh yeah.
See, like you remember the look of it as well as.
But even the old school Raw.
Yeah.
You know what's mad?
These companies have brains.
Even
They're
SmackDown
doing this now.
fist.
Like I don't know.
What's mad is there was
Even the King of the Ring 2002 with
There
that
was
the seat.
There was one pay-per-view that just had scaffolding.
Yeah.
I can't remember what
Was
it's
that
called.
That might have been Armageddon.
Which one? Which one was that?
I'm getting the.
Well, what?
The scaffolding.
Oh yeah.
Hey Sam,
They
it's
gave
still
up
there.
with that one.
The fist is still there. It's backstage. Just see they use it for that Brave match.
Yeah.
That's the original.
So I think they've got a warehouse in it where they keep all the stuff.
Apparently they said that was the Big Show's fist. Apparently that's a lie.
No, it's not Big Show's fist. Next one, ability to talk. Overrated or underrated?
Underrated.
Over.
Underrated.
Over.
Why do you say overrated?
Because do you know what? Yeah, somebody put out a tweet. Yeah, and I don't know what. Basically, there's a lot of wrestlers that for me, yeah, obviously being able to talk and tell a story is very important. But I feel like there's a lot of man out there. They talk, but it's like it sounds good, but it's not anything of substance for me.
Ultimate Warrior.
You know what? He's right. He's right.
Yeah,
He's right.
Exactly. That's not a good talker.
That's not a good talker. Yeah.
Because the best talkers in the game don't need to say much.
Yeah.
Look at Roman. When Roman he doesn't even have a mic. There's just a camera picking up what he does his best promos when he's just talking at
But I think, like, to Del Boy's point about strong side, I feel like there's a lot of man in the industry right now that will go on the mic, they'll cut a promo, and they'll always be like, yeah, but when you go back and actually listen to it, it's like, what the fuck did you actually say?
This is what I say every week about Bray Wyatt.
What the fuck did you actually say?
This is what I say every week about Bray Wyatt. Because people will come and tell you Bray Wyatt is a great promo. What has he said?
He's not
no one
leading
can
you
tell
anywhere.
me.
That's what I mean though. I think it's about the context. It's the context.
Yeah, it's
what
the
are they
context.
saying? I think you're 100% right.
Yeah.
Because I think there's too many people that think if I give a monologue, that means
This is a great promo.
Doesn't mean that.
I said because you're talking and doing
No,
subtle pauses that
it's the man that do monologue, or it's the man that will speed talk through their promos, and because they crammed in like 100 words in a minute, oh my god, like you crap. No,
it's quality over quality.
So, quick question for you, yeah? Just to tie into our show, Break It Down. Make sure you guys go and check that out. If we were to do Bray Wyatt on Break It Down for promo, what would you give him?
What is it out of 5?
Five, yeah.
I'm giving him no higher than a 2.
Interesting.
No higher than a 2.
I can understand that though.
Yeah.
So, bro, Lester's got better promos than the Bray Wyatt.
coherent.
Like I said,
coherent.
Brock Lesnar doesn't have the sample size isn't even enough
but,
to really.
He's
say
got-
what-
Max, let's get things straight. People on the panel.
Why are you killing me?
No, wait, no. Let's get things straight. As in, people on the panel came up with that decision, so you can't really say Brock Lesnar's got a better thing than that. It was us that made that decision.
Yeah.
So we can actually.
It's not general
In
consensus.
terms of,
I can't lie
in
to you.
terms of,
I feel Bray Wyatt's. Obviously, he's got a lot of riddles. I can't fucking figure it out
he's the
myself.
fucking Riddler.
But I feel
He's the fucking Riddler.
he's amazing.
So I've got a question for you guys here. Does being a good promo automatically mean a promo that has to be remembered? Or it has to be coherent or understood?
It's the level of delivery, but I think there's a rememberance value. Like
There needs to be a
value.
there needs
There's a match or a story.
There's this
Yeah,
kind of-
yeah.
Okay, so
so if the promo is now used in a if the promo is now using a vignette where it's been echoed, is that count as remembrance? Does that count as helping?
that's edited. What the fuck?
That's editing.
You know what it is?
That's editing.
You know what it is?
That's good editing.
That's good editing, bro.
WWE can put any. WWE can put Ali saying pizza. It would sound sick of
Pizza. I can't lie. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? The promo.
I said they added reverb, but this sounds like the creator.
Do you know what it is?
You're losing your head.
Bro, I swear they cut a vignette between Triple H and Eugene and put some of Eugene's word in the back.
I said you that.
Yeah.
No,
I see that on
I'm
TikTok.
saying they were gonna put Eugene as a great pro because of vignette.
No. Do you know what it is?
You know what I'm saying?
What I'm trying to say is that.
Cause that vignette was sick.
I mean, it's good. Yeah,
Do you know what it is?
In a conversation about promos, I never would have thought Eugene would get mentioned.
I sent these guys a video on TikTok when Eugene got busted up and he had a match with Triple H.
Yeah, SummerSlam.
I sent it to him, and after Eugene had like little sound bites here and there. He's like, I don't know what to do. It's better.
Do you know what it is? A promo is
I wouldn't call him
something.
a bad promo though.
No, it's not a bad promo. I'm saying, is it? Oh my.
Do you know what it is? The promo that makes me remember something. Let me say this right. Before a match actually begins, I need a promo that's gonna make me remember why this match is relevant.
Yeah.
Why do I give a fuck?
But
No!
Big facts.
No! Talk about your family all the time. No!
But that's the
That's something
No!
I'm fighting for.
No!
That's his mission statement.
Oh God, I've been hearing that since how many years ago, bro?
So you wouldn't fight for your family?
Of course I would, but I'm not gonna mention my family
Wait,
every single time I'm
but
gonna
Bray
fight.
Wyatt will be talking about this person's lying to you. It's the government that's lying to you. It's John Cena that's lying to you. It's Uncle Howdy that's lying to you. Everybody's lying to you, man. That's Bray Wyatt's whole career.
Bro,
They're
that's
lying
not
to
his
you,
whole
man.
career though. But that's really not his whole career.
What's been
The Undertaker's lying to you. Everyone's lying to you.
Hold it for a fucking second. Don't mention the Undertaker, because the Undertaker speaks on different topics. It's not just necessarily
No,
you
I'm
will
talking
just
about
rest in fucking peace, bro. What the hell are you
I'm
talking talking about, man.
Bray and Undertaker.
Those are top. And let me not even say. I was gonna say something wild, but
I
God
said
had to
because of
control me.
Bray and Undertaker was about summoning lightning into the ring. What memorable
You might have to
promo
cut
was
me
that,
out, man. I
man?
feel like releasing what I have to say.
Yeah, release.
Shut up! Shut the fuck up! I told you, cut me off. Cut me off. I said you have to cut it off. I said you have to cut it. I said you have to cut it.
No, take a picture
I said you have to cut it. I said you have to fucking cut it.
Take a
I said you have to cut it. Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
About 20 minutes ago, about 20 minutes, half hour ago, you went, I'm not going to be mad today.
Fuck you! Sorry, Anafi, man. I'm so sorry, man.
I've got work to do today.
I just had to do that.
Cool. Okay, last one before we move on to the next questions. What's it called? ECW, overrated or underrated?
I wasn't there, so I can't.
Overrated.
That's fine.
I can't have an opinion. I didn't watch it like live at the time. I've watched it all back now.
That's a good question.
I think a lot of things are
I don't know.
overrated in it. Like Sandman.
Yeah.
He's just an entrance. But then again, maybe I'm wrong. I haven't watched
The fact that they do an ECW reunion every single fucking year.
That's annoying. That was
Come on.
I think the good thing about
Anything that's good, you don't have to
the
do
thing about
reunion.
ECW made stars though. RVD became a
Rob
star.
Van Dam was my guy, man.
Bubba Ray Dudley managed to become a star. Chris Benoit, Eddie Guerrero, Mick Foley. There were man that actually became stars from EC Sabu. There were man that were out here. Sabu. So I'm chatting shit.
Sabu's a star.
So I'm chatting shit.
Let's not lie.
So I'm
Sabu's a
chatting
star.
shit. So I'm chatting shit.
Sabu's
In
a star.
ECW, Sabu one of the stars. In ECW
level.
In ECW.
Bro, I'll be very real with you. Bro, I'll be very real. Without Sabu, there's no Jeff Hardy.
What the hell?
Facts.
Without Sabu, there's no Jeff Hardy.
Jeff Hardy's getting beaten up by IRS on WWE Superstars. Get out
Without
of here.
Sabu, there's a lot of
I fuck that. No. Enough. It's disrespect. Enough. It's disrespect though. When Sabu was almost committing suicide. Jeff Hardy's wearing fucking white pants, getting beaten up by fucking Nikolai Volkov on WWE Superstars. Get out of here. Get out of here. What are you talking about? What the hell? With Jeff Hardy, this fucking what the fuck?
I want to get on the phone.
He's more of a star than Sami Zayn.
Say Sabu is a star.
More of a legacy for sure.
Bro, do you know who Sabu is?
Sabu is different. There's levels of that thing.
There's levels. Come on, man. Let's be guided. Let's be guided.
He's as much of a star as an ECW legend could be.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
If we're talking legacy, Sabu has put in. He's got the scars to show you. He's got the scars. Bro, so let me even give you guys a tidbit. One of the episodes we were meant to do for wrestling for idiots was how ECW changed the wrestling industry. Sabu and Raven would have been two of the people that we would have spoken
150
about.
minutes.
That's how much of ECW, as much as I find it overrated, but it's underrated in terms of its legacy and what it's done for the wrestling industry. But let's quickly move on. Next question is from our guy Nabil. He asked this in the Discord that you guys could join if you join our YouTube membership, $2.99 for some things and $4.99 for all things. Did I get that right?
Correct.
That's the price. All right,
Yes.
cool.
That's good.
He asked, as it was Valentine's Day, who's your favourite wrestling couple?
Kayfabe or
Macho Man and Savage and
In
Elizabeth.
general.
Edge and Lita, they were toxic. They were toxic. I love it.
Nah, Christian and
Nah.
Trish.
Do you know?
they weren't toxic like
Do you know? Do you know what one was
The way
funny?
they used to lips used to piss me off.
Nah, Joe.
I think you guys are lips. It's making me horny now, man. I want the lips as well.
Do you know what couple? This couple.
They so horny, it's making me horny, man. What the fuck?
This couple's to be one of the oddest pairings of all time, but it's hilarious. Vicky Guerrero and Edge. That was hilarious. That was hilarious. I loved
it so
it.
much.
I loved it.
Mark Henry and
The hand.
You know what? I like the little temporary Orton and Stacey Keebler, and I like the way it ended.
Oh, that was Z.
Oh, the RKO. There's, I think I began to really like Miz and Maurice when they had the faction. What was
Yeah,
the faction
yeah,
called?
yeah.
Mr. Raj?
Mr. Raj,
Mr.
Mr.
Raj.
Around
man.
the Ziggler.
Yeah, 2016
Yeah.
times I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's when they done title versus career, innit?
Yeah, with
Yeah.
the
That match was
the-
cold.
Yeah, the view come
That
on.
match was cold.
Yeah,
good,
yeah.
yeah.
I
That
think that's the
made
best
me buy
match.
into
It's the
Miz
best match
Ziggler.
I've ever seen Miz
Yeah.
be part of. Like,
I think another couple as well.
Jeff Jarrett and Karen Angle.
Jamie Noble and Thingy.
Oh, Jeff Jarrett coming out was far.
oh, Noble and
You know what?
Yeah,
King
yeah.
Book and Sharmell.
King Book and Sharmell.
That was a powerful,
great pairing.
Eddie
powerful.
Guerrero and China.
China, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. was different. That was
Hey, do you remember
different.
that time
Rose.
when she helped her with the rose, where she had, I think, trying to put a metal rod in the rose, and after I think Eddie Guerrero had a match with who was she? He had a match with someone. I forgot who it was, but she passed in the rose. And he hit the guy in the face.
I think this is like.
And after, it's Judgment Day, yeah, Judgment Day.
I know who around that time he was feuding with.
Who was he
Right to
feuding
Censor.
Right sensor, yeah.
I think it was match. It was match. I think it was
Did he
match
feud
with
with
Dean
Test?
Malenko. The match was Dean Malenko.
Yeah, it was feuding what's it called?
Not yeah. So wasn't the Dean Malenko thing was also remember the Dean Malenko Matt Hardy thing with Lita.
Lita,
Yeah, that was dumb.
Remember
That's
that?
right,
And
that's
the
right,
lips,
that's
and the
right,
lips. They kissed the kids. Yeah, what's that?
No, he didn't feud with. No, that's Chris
They were
Benoit.
trying to
Sorry,
paint him
Chris
as
Benoit was feuding with Test. 2000. That was serious.
What? Which one?
No, Chris Benoit was feuding with Test. I got confused.
Next question from my guy Warren Banks. Big up every single time, bro. He asked, "Who is on the Wrestling's Monclizzy Mount Rushmore?"
Oh, that means we all have to agree together.
Wrestlers, no, I'm guessing Monclizzy just wrestlers, innit?
Oh, wrestlers.
Monclizzy wrestlers.
Doink the clown.
Jesus is
Doink the who?
You're banned.
What in terms of like wrestlers, all round wrestlers that we think?
Yeah, Monclizzy.
Well, you don't know my fucking pick anyway.
AJ, he's up there. AJ Styles.
Of course.
He's not busy.
Bret Hart. I'm actually getting tired of Bret Hart, being my favorite wrestler.
Good. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
This is now therapy for you, man. For me, innit?
Yeah.
Like, I think like.
Be careful though.
I feel like there's.
Be careful though.
I've been watching so much wrestling in the past couple, let's say 5 years, like more wrestling than as usual, and I've been seeing certain things. I'm like, this guy could easily be one of my favorite wrestlers, and one of them being Kenny Omega, another guy being like what Chris Benoit as well, watching his old matches as well, Triple H even, as in type of wrestling.
Do you know Triple H is someone that if ever I try and think, I think Mount Rushmore's hard.
Yeah.
But if I really actually start to think who over the course of my life have I enjoyed most,
Consistent.
Triple H is up
Consistent.
When I said
Very
this
high
a
up
couple years ago, man, them were saying Triple H is boring.
Triple H,
he ain't had good
the way
matches.
he wrestles in ring, the way he
Bro.
carries himself, like even that whole like what's it? It's a running knee that he does.
The running
Yeah,
knee,
It's
yeah.
all
Harley
prop-
Racing.
Kitchen sink.
No, you know what it is? It's his whole.
Hated him.
You know, it's
Yeah.
his whole character. You've actually studied the game. You've actually studied the game.
Yeah. The name is
Every move set,
man,
everything you're doing, you can chisel up your face like that. Every move set, every little bit that he
bit's
does.
Rick, that bit's the
Yeah.
Harley,
Just
Harley
that
race.
documentary that was talking about when I was going home last weekend.
Yeah.
Like after the whole corporation ministry, I didn't know that. I didn't know that's when the game started.
Yeah, that's when the game started.
Yeah.
Bro,
He done the whole promo with JR.
Cut the whole promo.
JR.
Yeah. And I am the
He
game.
actually says I am
to play the
game.
fucking
Yeah,
game.
I am the fucking game.
That was a
He's
sick
got
one.
the
The
Kango.
Kango hat.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Kango hat, the jacket.
I can't
Yeah.
lie, we have to give it to Triple H still.
Bro,
Triple H is.
Triple H.
Let me tell you about Triple H.
The year 2000 was his best year.
Let me tell you about
100%.
my guy.
After that, he
What
started
with him?
doing.
What with him and Foley?
Yeah,
No way
after
out.
that.
Ah,
2002, 2003.
Oh no, it was too much. It was too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's because the steroids.
There's nothing like there's nothing like
fair
a real
enough.
wrestler as well. You know when JBL got big.
Yeah.
I don't know why I don't like you more.
Yeah,
now.
when
Yeah,
they hit where he worked.
yeah. The money. Yeah.
He was bro.
When JBL had that gut, when he had that
them
gut.
close knives hit differently.
Yeah, of course.
But
Let me tell you about Triple H. This is a guy that basically bulldozed his way into the main event.
I don't think so. I think
No. He worked well. He worked very well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He bulldozed his way.
And they took it away.
They took it away.
When he-
Bear in mind, the year that Stone Cold won the King of the Ring, he wasn't meant to win. Triple H was meant to win. Yeah. So
The thing is-
he had to wait a very, very, very long time.
You got punished.
But wait, I've said it before. He's the ultimate chess player, bro.
But you got to give it to Foley. Foley made Triple H. Foley made Triple H. I'm sorry, that 2000 period, Foley made H. No Way Out, WrestleMania, that elimination match made Triple H. Made Triple H. I promise you. WrestleMania, oh, Royal Rumble. Yeah.
If I'm being honest, Foley helps out Bearman.
Bearman.
Undertaker included.
Of course. The Rock, Orton.
I can think Orton.
Edge as well. Foley, I told you right now, Foley's in my top 5. He's too many, man.
as well, Mox. Do you remember
Yeah,
the
they tried
when
it.
he was
They
in
tried
the-
it.
Yes.
They tried to-
Yeah, they tried to do it. Yeah, you're right.
Foley would have been
It would
sensational.
have been amazing.
Crazy.
Fucking sensational.
Heard about that recently as
He
well.
turned up to like a signing or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
There's a WWE documentary where they actually allude to it, they've never really, like they don't talk about it. I can't remember whose it was because it can't be mocked.
It's FCW documentary. That long
Maybe
one.
it might be. But they talked about how it was gonna happen.
There's actually footage of.
Is it on that thing I sent you?
It might be. There's
They had
actually
an
footage
occasion.
of Moxley going up to him on like a signing or something like that, trying to cause a ruckus. Like,
Oh man!
And
Oh man!
I think he got a lot of heat for it because a lot of people didn't know it was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
And thought he was just some young gun that was taking the piss.
The Mount
Yeah,
Rushmore.
Foley, man.
If we were to go to the Mount Rushmore, I don't think we would all agree on that. Man, this is too
I think
much.
all of us are different, innit?
I think
wrestling
the
subject.
main
For
ones
me-
we know.
For me,
Two subjects.
WWE as HBK, bruv. Like, for me, it's fucking Sean, bruv.
I think there's
I think
There's
take
two
up.
types of Mount
take
Yeah.
for me.
I
Anyway.
think there's the Mount Rushmore that like everyone could kind of agree on if you just say forget who you like.
The
who
star
are
stars, yeah.
Four most important wrestlers.
Hogan.
Hogan, Flair.
It's Hogan, it's
Austin.
Flair, it's Austin,
Austin.
and it's the last spot.
I wouldn't even
Rock
say
or
Undertaker.
Rock
I wouldn't even
Cena.
say Undertaker.
Rock
I wouldn't even
Cena.
say Undertaker. You know.
Because you could.
Maybe I would.
Like-
Maybe I would. Maybe I would. But in the entire
Taker's not there.
Let's be guided, man. Come
No,
on.
Taker's not there.
No,
bro. Not in
but
that one.
no, in
Not
the
that
entire
one.
in the whole of wrestling, I don't think it's you're right. It's not Taker. It's probably Austin.
No, Austin, Hogan, Flair.
Austin, Hogan, Flair.
Rock.
Austin spot's guaranteed.
Maybe Cena.
I think Cena's
Maybe Cena. I'm
Cena
sorry.
can, he's in the conversation.
Maybe
He's in the
Cena.
conversation.
Cena's number 5.
Cena. I won't lie to you. Fuck it. Cena beats The Rock.
Cena
beats The Rock. Cena beats The Rock.
Reason for a lot of
Cena beats The Rock. Cena doesn't beat Austin. Cena doesn't beat Austin, and it's mad because The Rock is actually in my top 5. Cena doesn't beat Austin, but Cena
I'm
beats The
biased
Rock.
because I'm a Cena boy, so I'm biased.
Cena beats The Rock.
I'm so biased.
Cena beats The Rock. Cena can't beat Austin though.
But bro,
Yeah,
look at the time that
personally.
was.
It's a conversation. And that's
It's a
the issue I'm facing
conversation.
as well, because I would have never said Cena.
No. I feel like.
It's a
Do you
conversation.
know what it is?
For me,
No,
Cena for me is a very.
Everyone else in the world
Cena
would
for me is a
fight
very
them.
very close 5. For me, Cena's a very very close
Yeah,
5.
it is.
Other than that, them man have gapped everyone.
You know.
Then maybe Roman. Like
The thing is,
No, but the
the
gap
thing is,
between-
The Rock is more entertaining, but it's just the fact that Cena was the one. The Rock passed the torch over.
Do you know what's so mad?
That's the
Yeah,
reason why
I
Cena
think
can
The Rock
Cena
started falling off 02 though. You know.
Cena's the
Cena's
time he
longevity.
spent.
You know
over
what?
Rock.
Fell
That's why it's
off a bit. You know,
I feel
02
like.
though.
Do you know what?
I don't think it was the same. Like I don't know if The Rock. Yeah.
Hollywood Walk.
What the Hollywood Rock was
no,
good.
they were tiny,
But
innit?
there was a certain bit. There was a certain bit.
um,
He fell off. Was it 01? I don't know what period. Yeah.
01
There
he was cooking.
No, he was cooking, but
And then 02, it was very like stagnant.
it was very
No,
slow.
so during that time when he was feuding Brock Lesnar, that's when the crowd started to turn on him.
Yeah,
It
no,
was a
I
bit
feel like.
weird.
Do you know what it
Yeah,
is about The Rock? The Rock's had higher peaks than
Said all that
Cena.
day as well.
Yeah,
After.
yeah.
The Rock's definitely had higher peaks than Cena. Like, if you took a peak Rock, peak Cena, it's Rock. But
And influence in the world.
Ooh,
He's
yeah,
the
yeah,
Rock,
yeah, of
he'll be above
course.
everyone.
Yeah.
But I just feel like Cena's like longevity, and even though like I despise Super Cena, I hated that shit. But Cena's just longevity and the way he was able to really like for a certain period put the company on his back.
The way the company exists as a company.
It's Cena.
is- if it's down to any wrestler, obviously it's Vince, but it's Cena.
It's
The way it's geared towards children, the color.
So
like that's him.
Technically,
Yeah.
he changed the landscape of WWE.
He did.
Cena made this error right now. Fuck it.
So yeah,
No, no,
Cena's
BG.
up there. He earned his stripes.
Yeah, Cena made this
It is
error.
because Stone Cold and Rock came up in
Well,
the same
reality,
era.
everyone's watching come on.
For me, as much as I'll put I'll put Rock 4th, just for the sake of the Mount Rushmore being different eras, I'll put Cena there. But
The one thing I would say-
naturally for me, it was
It's The Rock.
honestly has to be The Rock.
That's fair.
So I think if you're talking about the importance in how wrestling affects the world, I think Rock goes above Austin. But I think when you're talking about in the world of wrestling,
No, it's true. It's
the
true.
Rock
easiest
above
way I would
Austin.
say is if you take, for example, like I can't remember the year, but Unforgiven, the 6-pack challenge, where Rock and Austin are the last 2 people to enter.
Okay.
The pop is mad for both, but the pop is different. Rock comes out, everyone goes mad. Austin comes out.
Austin's a
The place
Austin is different.
gone.
Austin is
But then again, the other thing with Austin is why when you have these Austin's peak is Austin at the top is what 3 years.
Yeah.
It's short.
Yeah.
In Cena's is
50. That's what I'm saying. Rock and Austin, big respect, but Cena.
Cena's longevity is mad.
Cena managed to you loved him at the beginning, then you hate him.
I never hate Cena.
you know you should.
No, I love Cena, but I'm just saying.
I despise. No, when I say
And then now everyone loves him.
Cena's on my top 5 of all time. But there was a period of time where I fucking despised him. But I feel like it was without me hating Cena like that, I wouldn't have been able to see Punk the way I see Punk.
Do you know what? Not to get to a here's the answer, right? But just as an interesting experiment between you boys, you should do a blind ranking system of, say, top for 50 wrestlers, right?
Yeah.
Where you rank them out of a certain amount, and then one person collates it together and works out who had so many points.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
from that, work out who do you have as tier 1.
No,
and
we have
who
to.
do you have as tier 2?
Yeah.
Do you know
We
what I
have
mean?
to
And
do
actually
something like
see
that.
Maybe like a
how,
two-
blindly how
seriously.
it comes out.
Yeah.
I think that'll be amazing between all of us. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That might be
I
3-4
reckon you'll be
hours.
shocked. I reckon
Yeah.
there'll
That might be
people in it that
3-4
you're shocked.
hours.
Because I feel like when it comes to the matter of conversation, there's two sides. There's like the undeniable stars, and then there's like the who you like as in ring. And I feel like those
I
are.
wouldn't even just say in ring. It's more than that.
I think there's one
more
person
than
that
that.
isn't mentioned enough in terms of impact on the current wrestling product as well, and it's Brock Lesnar.
Yeah. We were saying
He's
this.
never in this conversation.
We
He's
were
an
saying
interesting
this.
one.
We said
He's not in a lot of people's top 5s. It's very
I
weird.
wouldn't say he is, but I say he does.
Yeah.
He gets
But
discounted.
I feel like he's not in a lot of people's top. But I think if you were to do a top 20, he'd feature in a lot of people's top 20.
I
Yeah.
think the Brock Lesnar that feature for me is early Brock Lesnar, Black Pants. This one.
Next big thing.
Next big thing, Brock Lesnar. His
It's a
one
wall.
is nasty.
Everybody threw Jeff Hardy.
The thing is, I know we've got to move on, yeah, but I do feel that Lesnar,
Sure, bro.
you're not, yeah, but
Lesnar.
Rock, Hogan, that you're not that.
No,
No, but you're not that. No, you shouldn't. But it's
remember his box office value to WWE
Amazing.
is different.
Just what about Brock Lesnar? When he first came to the scene, you know, I didn't think he was American. You know, I thought he was like Eastern European.
Yeah, you had that look.
The boss.
And the thing about Brock, yeah. The thing about Brock,
Even if they're Brock Lesnar,
no. You see the thing about Brock here. The thing about Brock here, like we've seen a lot of guys do like the MMA, like you see the Ken Shamrocks, we've seen all of them.
No one did it. Yeah.
The legitimacy Brock has in the legit. I don't think we'll ever get somebody who feels as real, as legit, as scary, genuinely as Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
We'll never have that.
You know what? The way he
Brock
destroyed
is
Mark
scary.
Hunt was actually scary.
What?
Mark Hunt. The way he destroyed Mark Hunt. Pause.
Mark Hunt.
Pause.
You're not saying that, man.
No, wait. I know. You know me, though. I talk.
You were giving
I know. Yeah. No, but because my.
This is destroying my cunt. Let's try before
Yeah,
you
go on.
No, finish what you're saying.
No, I'm just saying, Mark Hunt was a. Hey, scoot up. Next question.
Just to round off that, I thought what built towards Brock's legitimacy was the fact that man started off as a pro wrestler. He was already scary as it is, and then he transitioned into UFC
and did extremely well.
and did exactly.
They would have been huge anyway.
Yeah.
But they needed Brock Lesnar as well.
No, he was the biggest star until Connor.
Yeah,
Bro, his name still rings bells within that industry.
Yeah,
yeah, 100%.
Remember that moment when him and Undertaker walked past?
Yeah.
So fake.
How mad was that?
You want to do it?
It was fake.
Brock Lesnar would have killed him. Next question from our guy Atlas. Big up every single time, bro. Yeah, it's coming on the first week of March, I think. Since Hunter took over, I've clocked there's more quality matches on weekly TV. What's the best TV match in WWE history? For me, it's easily Undisputed Era versus Moustache Mountain on NXT, July 2018. Brock Lesnar versus Kurt Angle.
Yes.
Honorable mention.
Yes.
History.
What in history?
History.
Best TV
match.
TV match.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar, Kurt Angle.
Rock and Austin.
No, there was
WrestleMania.
also.
No,
TV.
Oh, TV.
This is how we fail exams.
This is how we failed the
This
exam.
is how you say my cunt.
TV. Maybe
there was also-
on basically Raw, SmackDown, and that.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably take a Jeff Hardy.
There was
for
a
me.
great Khali match.
Good match. Ladder match.
I'm sorry, I'm
This
glad you
isn't-
took the full because I
this
was
isn't-
thinking, what can I mention?
This isn't one of the greats, but this is something that comes to mind. It was during the
No way, I'm sacrificed for that.
NXT Invasion Survivor Series. Adam Cole and
Adam Cole,
Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, good match.
That was a good one.
For me, one of my favourite TV matches, not the best, but The Rock versus Eddie Guerrero.
Oh my god.
That was very good match. Very good match.
Epic match, man.
Go on.
Cena HBK.
Cena HBK.
HBK and Triple H one heavyweight title Raw.
You know what?
When we
Very
were
underrated
Benjamin
match.
Benjamin.
That's what I was just about to say.
Benjamin.
Very underrated match.
Yeah, you man are gonna go me for this though. Can I say that?
Ultimate Warrior versus Tatanka, 1994.
I was gonna say that there was a Buried Alive match. I think it was, I think Stone Cold was in that match, or Rock. I think it was Rock versus Mankind.
Was that in your house?
No, it was a SmackDown match.
I think you're right. Yes.
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
I enjoyed it. That was fun.
Cena, Sami Zayn, United States Champ, Open Challenge.
Yeah, that was very good.
Even Cena versus Cesaro. That was sick match.
Sammy threw his shoulder.
Yeah.
Came in.
Now that you mentioned Buried Alive matches, Stone Cold, Triple H versus the Big Show, and that's when Stone Cold.
That's the match I'm talking about.
Oh, you choked.
That's the match I'm talking about.
Let's get these moving.
Wasn't there a TLC?
On Raw.
As in one of the TLCs. Yeah.
Because Jericho Christian versus
And RVD and Kane was in that as well.
RVD and Spike.
No, wasn't Hurricane in that one?
Hurricane and Kane.
Hurricane and Kane.
What?
No, but Hurricane was injured, so Kane had to do the match by himself.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that match was
And it was
cold.
RVD with
Jeff Hardy.
Jeff.
And then I think it was Bubba Ray with Spike.
And was it Jericho and Benoit?
Jericho and Christian. Yeah.
That was a good match.
That was cold. Next question from our guy, Gabe the Kid. Big you up every single time, bro. Hope it won't spoil it, but do you guys have any plans shooting a pod episode while you're in Hollywood for Mania?
Yeah, weird. That's what's been planned. We already seen this location.
Yeah. Yeah, my bro. Next question, last question from our guy, Mr. Frimpong. With the Young Bucks contracts expiring at the end of the year, would you want to see them jump to the E? If so, how would you want them to debut?
Fire fit that.
We were literally talking about this.
Yeah. Not for me.
I wouldn't want to see it necessarily. I would embrace it if it happens. WWE, their tag division, beyond the bloodline, I don't really know what they're gonna do, and that's probably what it's dependent on. Like,
I mean,
I'd love the pop. I wouldn't be invested long term.
it would be a massive shot to the system, though. If
Why
Young
for
Bucks
that?
go.
It would be.
Massive shot.
Fire fit that.
Oh, they got flats. Yeah,
No.
You know what? If you don't do a podcast when you're out there, you should do that should be a mukbang episode. You should get yourself set up in a proper like American
Diner or
bar
something,
kind of
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah, do it that way.
Because we're being spoiled now, so now we're just having to eat on podcast now. It's bad. And yeah, that's all the questions from this week. Big up every single time, Dave, for coming on, man.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Come on.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Well, where can the people find you?
So Horner_DM, that's HORNER. That's me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all that kind of thing. And then my work is VYB on Snapchat.
Do you have anything to plug before we end the pod?
guys, just keep supporting, like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to give us, that free support, then just like, comment, and subscribe. And if you don't want to commit to the channel membership, there's always coffee still there. You can buy us a coffee and give us some refreshments when we're out here. Otherwise, that's all, man.
Low key plug. If you like New Japan content, I'm on a show called Ace Techers on Wrestling.
Big up Kieran.
Big up Kieran. Big up SP3, big up Sano, my co-host. Yeah, giving you some good New Japan content, you know what I'm saying? We're definitely going to be talking about Battle in the Valley coming up and all of that New Japan goodness. So yeah.
And that's just this Saturday, isn't it?
Yeah.
That should be sick.
I will say this though, watch out for my new series coming very soon. You get me? A couple things there. Get the subscription, you cunts. And also my opinions on TikTok and Instagram. Me just talking about life, wrestling, all that good stuff.
And lastly, get us to 10k subscribers on YouTube.
Yeah, let's go.
Well, that is this week's podcast. Lloyd's not here at the moment, so you're going to have to start.
That's what I'll do for you. What are we recording there?
No, I've been Dave.
Oh! I was about to stop everything. I've been Dave.
Doughboy.
Your boy Sam Blacks.
Max, the WrestleManiac.
Laps, the main event liver.
NK.
This is Wrestling's podcast, the coolest wrestling podcast in the whole fucking world. I know it's been Valentine's, so I'm not going to tell you guys to tell your girlfriend anything besides you love her. And also tell your boyfriends you love them. Tell your siblings, tell your family, tell your pastor, tell anyone that you need to tell them you love them. Life is short and, life is about loving. But yeah, fuck all of that shit. This is Wrestling's podcast by the Mandem.
For the Mandem.
Bow, pussies. Jade Cargill, I love
What's
you.
the last piece of chicken?
What's up, people? WRESTHINGS Mandem here, letting you guys know we now have YouTube channel membership live on the channel. Any video you click on the main profile, you will see a join button. So make sure you join, sign up. There are 2 different tiers, and there's all kinds of different perks all over these tiers. Yeah. Again, WRESTHINGS now has channel membership. Sign up and support the Mandem.
You just got to the end of the podcast, and if you've enjoyed what you've listened to, you enjoyed what you watched, you enjoyed the vibes, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next episode. Bow.